Greetings and welcome to Waukee Fieldhouse, side of tonight's CIML girls basketball matchup between the Urbandale Jayhawks and the Waukee Warriors. Both teams have struggled to start the season. Urbandale enters with 2 wins on the year and just 1 for Waukee. Both teams are hoping for a much-needed win this evening to give their team a spark as we start heading down into the stretch run of the season. We'll bring you all of the action tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I am Nick Brinks. After last year's 4-18 record, Urbandale is halfway there. They are 2-9, 1-6 in the conference with wins over Southeast Polk and Gilbert. Waukee has struggled after last year's 13-11 campaign. They have dropped their last 5, and they are on pace for their 3rd sub-500 season since their 2021 title. But they have not lost to Urbandale in the last 2+ decades. Thanks so much for joining us for this one as we take a look at who our key players tonight will be for Urbandale and Waukee. We begin with Urbandale. Ava Wadier, the forward. She is a senior, 5'10", leads the team in scoring and rebound, just over 11 points per game and right around 7.5 rebounds per contest. And she does everything you can ask for her, including in Tuesday's loss to Ankeny. It was a 59-45 loss, but she was the star of the night, no surprise there. A couple rebounds shy of a double-double, 17 points and 8 rebounds for Urbandale's Ava Wadier. Also picks up about a steal and a half per game, dishes out an assist and a half per game. On the glass, she'll get you on both sides. She's pulled down about 60 defensive rebounds, 20 offensive rebounds this year. That's Ava Wadier, a senior forward for the Urbandale Jayhawks. 2-9, their record this season. And they'll see what they can do to maybe break a long losing streak to the Waukee Warriors, something that has not happened in any of the players' lifetimes tonight. Urbandale beating Waukee in girls basketball. But with Waukee a little down this year, just the 1 win. Urbandale looking for their 3rd win of the season. We'll see what they can do and if they can pull off a streak ender here this evening. For Waukee, if they want to pick up their 2nd win of the year, it could come down to their senior forward and guard, Marin Salo. She's 5'10", and like Wadier, leads her team in scoring and rebounding. 13.5 points, right around 6 rebounds per game as well. And she's dishing out about 1 assist per contest. On Tuesday night, Waukee fell to Valley 63-45, and she led the night there. Led the team with 13 points, 9 rebounds, also a couple steals and a block, and she knocked down a pair of 3s from the outside. That's Marin Salo from Waukee. Those are your key players to watch tonight in this CIML matchup on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I mentioned Waukee has a long winning streak when it comes to Urbandale. On Bound, it goes back to 2006. No wins in that span for Urbandale. Last year, February 4th, the last time these two teams met up, it was a Waukee dominant win, 60-27 that night. They swept Urbandale with a 70-46 win earlier in the season. In this decade, Waukee has won all 9 matchups since 2021. They didn't play for a few years there, but then between 2006 and 2016, Waukee racked up even more wins. 20 wins, no losses for Waukee against Urbandale in the last 20 years. Urbandale has to come into this matchup feeling like if there is a chance that tonight is the night to make it happen, they feel good. Waukee, just a few years removed from that 5A state championship, coming in 1-8 this year. Urbandale hoping for an opening in this one. We do have one other broadcast with the Central Iowa Sports Network tonight. Dowling Catholic is at Southeast Polk. We have that stream for you tonight as well. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight will feature the boys matchup with Urbandale and Waukee. That should be a great matchup. Waukee comes in ranked number 6 on the boys' side of things, 7-2 on the year. Urbandale, after an 0-2 start, they are 6-2. We're at the Waukee Fieldhouse tonight for CISN high school basketball coverage, and it's good to have you along for this one. We'll step away in just a moment and come back with our starting lineups for tonight as we check out these two teams. Urbandale, they're scoring 41 points a game, giving up about 60 and a half. And for Waukee, they're scoring 45 points a game, giving up 62. Both teams have not had the season they were hoping for, but when they meet up here tonight, somebody could get the spark they need for the stretch run. We're live in Waukee tonight. It's CISN's girls basketball coverage. We've got a 5A showdown between Urbandale and Waukee, and we'll be back with our starting lineups next on CISN.
It's our Red Tag event, now through the end of December at DeArmond Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. New Chevy Silverado 1500. Receive up to $11,000 off. New 2026 Chevy Equinox or Trailblazers. Receive 0% financing. New Ram 1500s up to $14,500 off. Plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Grand Cherokees over $10,000 off. All at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Hills Elementary 5th grade choir with our anthem.
Back in Waukee at the field house. Good to be with you tonight for some Friday night hoops. CIML girls basketball, Urbandale in Waukee as we check in with our starting lineups for tonight.
Let's meet the Urbandale Jayhawks. At guard, the 5'7" senior, number 3, Riley Pruitt. At guard, the 5'7" junior, number 13, Alyssa Penn. At forward, the 5'11" senior, number 14, Ella Schott. At forward, the 5'10" senior, number 21, Ava Wire. And at 5'9", a senior forward, number 33, Aubrey Schumann. Your assistant coaches, Andrea Owen, Ty Sharon, Nate Stevens, and Lucas Tennis. Head coach for the Jayhawks is Joey Aguirre.
Thanks so much for tuning in tonight for CISN's Urbandale and Waukee girls basketball coverage. Starters have been introduced. Again for your Waukee Warriors, Natalie Sitzman, Susie Scott, Sammy Rice, Taryn Werstein, and Marin Salo. Those are your starters for Danielle Franklin's Warriors. 1-8 on the year, 1-6 in the CIML. And for the Urbandale Jayhawks, 2-9 on the year, 1-6 in conference. Joey Aguirre is the head coach. I'm Nick Brinks, happy to bring this one to you with help on the CISN tonight from Rachel, Marion, and Kobe, running our video coverage this evening on YouTube. Urbandale starters are now making their way out onto the floor. They've been introduced. It's Alyssa Pins, Ella Schott, Ava Wadier, Aubrey Schumann, and also Riley Pruitt. Their usual suspects tipped into the air and controlled by Salo. Quickly to work. Go the Waukee Warriors. And a quick whistle. We made it 6 seconds. And we've got ourselves a whistle and a foul on the Jayhawks. And that'll be Aubrey Schumann, the senior. A 3 off the front iron, pulled down on the rebound by Alyssa Pins. And Waukee goes empty on their opening possession. Urbandale's turn in those navy uniforms, left to right. Waukee in white, defending to the right. Key along the chest of the jerseys in purple, and Urbandale will throw it away out of bounds. Waukee takes it back. Both teams come up empty on their opening possessions. 30 seconds in, scoreless though so far. Urbandale gets a hand on it and controlled last by Waukee. All created there by the junior Alyssa Pins. And now Ella Schott will inbound near the scorer's table. Urbandale with a chance to strike first here as we near the 7:15 mark, first quarter. Urbandale throws it away. Schott was trying to get it somewhere where nobody was at except a white jersey. Waukee will drive, and the layup missed by Natalie Sitzman. And it'll go out of bounds untouched over toward the Urbandale cheerleaders. And the Jayhawks take it. And will drive the length of the floor here in a scoreless first minute of the first quarter. Alyssa Pins tosses right wing. Ava Wadier. She was our player to watch tonight for Urbandale. She'll step to the right corner. Urbandale has turned it over a time or two. They'll take a straight on 3. Off the back of the rim. Pins can't connect. She's their number 2 3-point shooter. Waukee, quick toss at the other end, and they can't get on the board. Sammy Rice down the baseline. Up and over, no good. Urbandale back to work, trying to score first. Now 90 seconds into a scoreless ball game. Man-to-man defense are the Warriors. Right wing 3 on its way. Side of the rim, no good from Wadier. She's their top 3-point shooter. They've gone 0 for. Waukee at the other end. A missed 3 from Susie Scott. 2 minutes in, no score. At the Waukee Fieldhouse tonight on the CISN, Central Iowa Sports Network. And Urbandale will get it tapped out of bounds. And I think last touched by Waukee's Susie Scott, the junior. Ella Schott will inbound. She leads the team in assists and steals. And she'll look to get it into the lane, but it's deflected. It will be picked up by her teammate, Riley Pruitt. She'll drive toward the hole. Layup is off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Taryn Werstein. Hasn't started much this year. She gets the start tonight. She almost turns it over, gets it back. Right wing 3. Missed and rebounded. Taken back by Pins of Urbandale. To the right corner. Wadier for 3, and she splashes it home. Urbandale takes the first lead of the night. Team high 17 threes for Wadier this year. And it's a 3-0 Jayhawk lead here in Waukee. It took over 2.5 minutes, but we've got points on the board. Waukee will look to answer with a drive. Some contact, no whistle. Wadier the rebound, and now she'll take it across the half-court logo. To the right wing. Driving layup off the glass. Bank is open. A 5-0 run. Both from Wadier. 3 minutes in. Offensive board for Waukee. And free throws coming for Marin Salo. She gets fouled underneath the basket by Ella Schott, and we will see Waukee with a chance from the free throw line to get on the board for the first time. Salo shooting 86% this year, and she will put the Warriors on the board tonight, down 5-1. Salo knocks down her 13th free throw this year, 13 of 15 now. Couple subs in, and both free throws knocked down by the 5'10 senior Salo. 4:45 to go in the opening quarter of play. Both teams on the board now. Urbandale leading 5-2. All coming from Wadier. Underneath, kick out to the left corner. 3 on the way. Short side of the rim, missed by Riley Pruitt. Out of bounds, and Waukee will take it back. And those white uniforms working right to left here at the Fieldhouse. Waukee down by 3. To the right wing, an opening if Scott wanted it. Now they'll take it to the top. The tying 3, short Missed by Julia Van Kuren. We're going to come back with possession, though. 3 on its way from Olivia Baker. And the Warriors tie it up. First tie at 5. Urbandale almost throws it away in the left wing, but Pruitt comes down with it. Now Salo tips the pass out of bounds. Last touched by Urbandale's pins. She got fingernails on it. Back the other way. Waukee with a chance on a 5-0 run to take their first lead. As Riley Pruitt will check out for Urbandale, and Mia German will sub in for the first time. Olivia Baker inbounds to the backcourt. Sitzman's there. 1-on-1 against Pins. Van Kuren hands off to Salo. Short shot in front of the block. In front of the elbow, rather. Rolls off. Offensive rebound for her teammate. Ball eventually goes out of bounds, and Urbandale can't come away with it. Waukee will keep it underneath their own basket, tied at 5. They'll inbound on the far side underneath their own basket. They'll toss it over to Van Kuren, the sophomore. Standing at 6'2". Now we've got a whistle, and Baker is a little slow to get up on the far side of the floor. And she will be subbed in for Taryn Werstein, back in, one of the starters on the floor for Waukee. And Baker will get a chance to take a seat. Past the halfway point in quarter number 1. We've got a tie ball game, 5 apiece. Salo in the left wing gets it stripped away, but Waukee comes back with it. They hang on. Salo lobs to the top. Sitzman is there. Underneath. And stripped away. Now they'll fight for it, and we've got our first jump ball, I think, of the ball game, and there it is. And it will go back the other way for Urbandale. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. Tied at 5, each team with a 3. Urbandale with a layup. Waukee with a couple free throws to add to their 3-pointer. Now Urbandale gets it knocked out by Salo. Shot had possession. And the Jayhawks will inbound from the far side. Back near the timeline, inbounded to Alyssa Pins, 5'7" junior guard. She's 1-on-1 with Scott. At the top, Ella Schott. Hands off to German, right wing, toward the free throw line. Haley Crowdis. She'll outstretch her arms. Shot is up, no good. Acrobatic rebound for Wadier to tip it back to her teammate. 3 from Pins, left wing. Salo the rebound for the Warriors, and we're still knotted up at 5 apiece. Salo across the timeline, gets it batted away. Sitzman almost gets it batted away too. But Scott's got it. Left wing, Salo knocked away again. Lots of hand fighting, lots of balls tipped free. This one will be an Urbandale foul on Susie Scott. Haley Crowdis. First team for her, 3rd team foul in the opening quarter. Inbound pass at the timeline, back to Natalie Sitzman, now the senior. We'll go 1-on-1 with Pins. Tipped out. Pass left wing, deflected by Mia German. And it'll go to Scott along the near sideline, right at the timeline. Dangerous, almost an over and back call, but they let it go. And Waukee's got it with Salo at the top. Tipped out right wing, deflected toward the Urbandale student section. Sporting their, see a lot of NBA jerseys. I see some NFL jerseys. I see some Hawkeye jerseys out there as well. Jersey night for the Urbandale fans. As Waukee loses it underneath their own basket. Sitzman had it underneath the basket, and now Waukee will take it. To the far corner, Salo for 3. Rebound pulled down by Wadier, and Urbandale's back the other way. They jumped out to a 5-0 lead, haven't scored since. Wadier gets a shot blocked from the right side, and it's back the other way for the Warriors. Chance at their first lead, left wing 3, splashed home by Taryn Werstein. She has struggled behind the arc this year, shooting just 15%, but a big 3 there puts Waukee on top for the first time. And a driving layup underneath. Urbandale will answer. Ella Schott lays it in. Waukee almost turns it away. Werstein's got it back to Salo at the top. Driving to the right side of the lane. Free throws for her as she's fouled on the way up. Wadier and company in close coverage. Alyssa Pins as well. Foul number 1 for Pins. Second on Pins, rather. And it'll be free throws. First one knocked down for Salo. She's already 3 for 3. Natalie Hagen, a freshman, comes in for Urbandale. And Haley Crowdis, a senior, subs out. And Salo remains perfect from the free throw line, and we've got a timeout taken by the 1-8 Waukee Warriors. Coach Danielle Franklin wants to talk things over, and Joey Aguirre's Urbandale Jayhawks at 2-9 will do the same. You're listening and watching tonight on YouTube with the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us. 9-7 is your score, with the Waukee Warriors on top of the Urbandale Jayhawks. While we've got a moment, upcoming schedule for these two teams. Urbandale is back in action next Friday. They'll battle Dowling Catholic at home. And for Waukee, they don't have to go far tomorrow. They're at Des Moines Roosevelt. They'll play around 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. Out of the timeout, Waukee on top 10-7. Got that updated now, and the Jayhawks down by a possession. Will work it up the floor after the Waukee timeout. Right side for Sophie Romy. And we've got a whistle and some contact away from the ball. It'll be Riley Sitzman, I believe, picking up the foul. And I think that's just their first of the quarter. Urbandale has it back. Left baseline, a nice juke around Salo, but shot lost the handle on it, and it's a turnover. Salo will inbound it for Waukee. And the 5'4" freshman, Riley Sitzman, takes it up the floor right to left, to the right wing, down to the corner, trying to shake off her defender. It's Susie Scott. High pass up top to Julia Van Kuren, the sophomore. And we've got a travel as she tries to dump it off to Scott in the corner. And Urbandale takes it back, trailing 10-7, 52 seconds to go first quarter. Girls basketball in the CIML on CISN tonight. At the top, Salo trying to get the steal. Free throw jumper on its way short. Looked like a generous roll, doesn't turn out to be, and it's missed. Salo's there for the board. Team leader in rebounds and scoring. Salo's got 4 points tonight of their 10 for Waukee. As the freshman puts one high off the window, no good. Sitzman. 23 seconds left, shot clock is off. Urbandale with a chance to get within one or maybe tie it here at the end of the first quarter. At the top with Mia German, left wing, almost lost it for a moment, and she will be forced to the sideline and out of bounds. A turnover with 7.6 seconds left in the first. And Urbandale's possession will come up short as Natalie Sitzman subs back into the lineup for the Warriors. Urbandale made a substitution as well. Final 6 seconds as Waukee runs it up the floor. Salo, long three, on its way, banks it off left side. Urbandale comes away with the board, and that'll do it. For the first quarter, Urbandale jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Waukee closes on a 10-2 run, and they lead. Waukee over Urbandale, 10-7, 1 quarter down. We go to the second in just a moment on Central Iowa Sports Network.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
A 10-7 lead for the Waukee Warriors at home tonight against the Urbandale Jayhawks. A long winning streak for Waukee dating back 2+ decades. Urbandale trying to snap it here tonight. As the second quarter is underway, Urbandale defends. Waukee gets close, but Natalie Sitzman can't finish. It's off the rim and rebounded by Urbandale. As Alyssa Pins works it to the right side for Natalie Hagen. Up top to Ella Schott. Wadier scored the first 5 points of the game. As she kicks it out to the corner right side off the front of the rim, it'll be rebounded by Taryn Werstein after the corner 3 miss from Mia German. Salo, all of her points coming from the free throw line so far. Gets the rebound off a couple ricochets. Werstein for 3, 1 in the first quarter. She's got 1 here early in the second quarter. Came in with 2 made 3-pointers on the season. She's 2 for 2 tonight. And the Waukee Warriors are on a 13-2 run. And they're going to take it away on Urbandale's end of the floor, and a foul in the backcourt by Mia German. 13-7 Waukee. And a quick timeout taken here by Urbandale, it looks like. They don't like the way this second quarter began, and they'll talk things over. Coach Aguirre and his Jayhawks, Coach Franklin and her Warriors talking things over here at the Waukee Fieldhouse. We are 1 quarter and some seconds into this one on CISN tonight, the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Nick Brinks. Good to be with you for this one. And thanks to Rachel, Marion, and Kobe for providing all of our video work tonight on the CISN. We've also got Dowling Catholic at Southeast Polk going on tonight in another stream on YouTube in the CIML. Southeast Polk struggling this year. Urbandale and Waukee have a combined 3 wins, 2 of those against Southeast Polk. Out of the timeout, Waukee will drive to the rack. Gets her own rebound, the miss by Julia Van Kuren, and she'll head to the line for 2. As she got fouled by Ava Wadier. Wadier's been held scoreless since scoring those 5 points in the first 3 minutes. Short free throw missed by Julia Van Kuren. She's started most of the season, did not start tonight. She is their number 2 scorer this year, 8.5 points a game. And she'll go 1 for 2. She's a 65% free throw shooter, and she converts the second. 14-7 is your score. Nice pass underneath. We've got free throws coming. Ella shot the intended target. Got fouled on the way up to finish, as Susie Scott will foul and send Urbandale to the free throw line for their first attempts of the ballgame. They're shooting 64% as a team from the free throw line. And the first is long off the back iron, no good from Ella Schott, 68%. She's 13 of 19 entering tonight. And she'll attempt her second, comes up. Well, it didn't look great, but it gets enough of a roll and stays in there. Urbandale within 2 possessions now. It's 14-8 Waukee. 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Live at the Waukee Fieldhouse. Off and running. They've got an opening with Werstein, rejected from behind. As Natalie Hagen read that one well and swatted it to the wayside to prevent an easy layup for Werstein. Salo's got the inbound pass in the left wing, one-on-one with Wadier. Those are our 2 players to watch coming in. They're one-on-one with each other. And Salo comes up empty on this shot. Urbandale takes it left to right with Hagen. Wadier in the left wing. She spins her way toward the lane, puts up a spinner from the left side, and has earned herself a couple free throws. Natalie Sitzman will foul for the first time. She's coming off a 10-point game against Valley on Tuesday. Hit a 3 as well. That's Sitzman, scoreless tonight, as she fouls Wadier, who comes up 0 for on her first free throw of the game. Just under 70% from the line for Wadier. She put up 17 points, 8 rebounds in Tuesday's loss to Ankeny. And she'll come up and knock the second one down off a nice hop off the back iron. Waukee 14, Urbandale 9, 6 and change remaining in the first half here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee facing some full court pressure now as they inbound to Sammy Rice. Has the pass deflected right back to her. Now it's Sitzman toward the top. Right side Baker. Now she drives against her defender. Underneath, she looks for Van Kieran, and she'll lay it up for 2. The sophomore is on the board with her first field goal of the night to go along with a free throw earlier in the quarter. And it's 16-9 Waukee. Urbandale looks to answer with a blocked shot, though, as Macy Moore, the freshman, has it rejected out of bounds. And they'll have it underneath their own basket with Wadier. She was out for a moment. She's back in there. Riley Pruitt will come out. Wadier will inbound for the Jayhawks. Underneath the basket, they work it to German. Kick back out to the corner. Contested 3 on its way. Skims the rim. German's there for the rebound. She'll flush it out to the left wing. Handoff to Crowdis, and it's swatted and fouled. Both teams with a couple fouls here in the second quarter. Sitzman picks up her second in the quarter, and that will be Waukee's third now in quarter number 2. Mia German checks out, and Ella Schott is back in for Urbandale. Wadier takes it in the right corner off the inbound pass. Handoff to the freshman Hagen. Underneath, looking for shot. She wants a shot. It's up and no good. Looked good from here. Hops out. Waukee's back the other way with a 7-point lead, looking to add to it, but it's deflected and stolen by Wadier. She comes away with it, finds Hagen, and now they'll push. Left wing, 3 from Moore. In and out. Rebound taken in by Riley Sitzman. Now underneath. Back to the corner. Rice for 3, and it's a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Rice with 12 threes on the year, her first of the game. Wadier has it in the left wing, rolls almost out of bounds. She picks it up. To the top with Pins. Driving and contact, and free throws coming for the Jayhawks as they have their largest deficit of the game. Jumped out to a 5-0 lead. They have been outscored 19-4 since. Olivia Baker with a foul, and that'll be the 4th on Waukee. 4:31 to go, and they've got no more fouls to give. Urbandale will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter. They miss one here. Alyssa Pins, empty on the first of 2. She's 13 of 19 this year, just over 70%. Trying to get into double digits, and the Jayhawks will do so. All 3 of their free throw sequences tonight, they missed the first and they convert the second. They're 3 of 6. Urbandale with that tight defense, they'll force the inbound turnover, and they answer quickly. I believe it was Moore, as Salo drives the other way for Waukee and has it knocked away from the right corner. And out of bounds, Urbandale with it back, and they've got some momentum on their side.
Number 13, Alyssa Pins returns to the floor.
Alyssa Pins is back in for Urbandale as they've cut the deficit down to 7 here. They got a free throw, an inbound steal, and about a 6-footer. Wadier underneath. It wasn't intended to be a pass, but it was kind of blocked. They can't finish it, though. And Urbandale's defense starting to create some turnovers here in the second quarter midway through. Warriors got it at the top of the key. 19-12 Warriors. Warrior has it. Swatted out of bounds. Last touched by Olivia Baker. Baker, the sophomore, averaging 5 points a game. She knocked down a first quarter 3 tonight. As Urbandale will keep fresh bodies on the floor, shot subs out. And they've got Aubrey Schumann out there. Urbandale with possession. They wanted to go to the top of the key for a 3, wasn't there. Now underneath, over the head of Schumann, and nobody home as it's off toward the doors. Along the baseline, out of bounds, that's a turnover. And Waukee will take it back. 7-point lead for the Warriors here late in the second quarter, just over 3 minutes left. Samantha Rice to the left wing. Salo open for 3. It's in and out. Rebounded by Natalie Hagen, but she can't hang on. It's knocked out. Last touched by the Warriors. 3:07 to go in our opening half of play. CIML girls basketball tonight between 2-9 Urbandale, 1-8 Waukee. And at the moment, Waukee and the Warriors in command. Schumann tosses underneath. Or rather, the pass to Schumann, hit from behind. And we've got some free throws. It'll be Julia Van Kuren with her first foul of the game. And they are over the limit now. Aubrey Schumann to shoot a couple. 11 for 17 this year. She misses the first. It hasn't been a bad omen so far. They have followed up every missed free throw with a make so far. And we'll see if Aubrey can keep that streak alive. More subs. Waukee with a new couple girls out there. Schumann's second attempt, first streak breaker. Misses both. And Waukee with the rebound and a 7-point lead under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. A drive from Susie Scott out to the corner, Van Kuren. Salo works around her defender Hagen. To the corner for 3. Back iron out, no good. Hagen, the freshman, pulls down the board. Averages a couple per game. 2.5 to go. Second quarter, 19-12 Waukee. Urbandale trying to close here late in the half. And they get it knocked away out of the hands of Alyssa Pins. Waukee touches it last. Down by 7, they'll keep it underneath their own basket. The Urbandale Jayhawks in those navy uniforms, Waukee in white. Pins to inbound. Looking toward the hoop, nobody home. Now Warriors got it in the left wing. She's one-on-one with Scott. Driving inside. Shakes off one defender, but a whistle and a travel. One too many steps as Warrior trotted her way into the lane. 2:11 remaining in the half. And Waukee will face some full court pressure once again. The inbound pass to Sitzman. She'll spin her way over the Warrior logo at half court. To the left wing, tracing the perimeter. Scott to Van Kuren. To the right block. Off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped over to Salo. And Salo's foot is on the line when she tries to knock it back into the play. And Urbandale will take the basketball here with 1:53 to go in our first half here in Waukee at the Fieldhouse. 5'10 senior Warrior. She'll inbound to Alyssa Pins. Pins averaging 6.5 points a game. She's got 1 tonight. As she works it to the left side. Macy Moore, a freshman. She scored earlier in the quarter on an inbound pass stolen away. Now we've got more free throws for Urbandale. Hardly had the ball inbounded. And we'll see free throws now for Urbandale. It'll be Macy Moore, the freshman, 7 of 14 at the charity stripe this year. Her first is on the way, and she knocks it through. 2-possession game, 19-13. Urbandale trying to get it to a handful now. One more free throw coming from the freshman with 3 points on the night. And she knocks both home. 19-14 Waukee. Urbandale trying to mount a charge. They've scored the last 5 points. Waukee in the front court. Werstein, the seniors, knocked a couple threes down in this one. She had it in the right wing. Now we've got some contact down in the lane, and Haley Crowdis will foul for the second time, team's third foul. They do have one to give before Waukee goes into the bonus. 5-point lead for Waukee. Inbound pass to Salo, tipped out of bounds by Moore. And it'll be Waukee inbounding in front of the Urbandale student section. Inbounding it to Natalie Sitzman. Takes it inside. Fighting for the rebound. Salo comes away with it. Hands off to Scott. 3 off the top of the backboard. Offensive rebound. They'll give it to Van Kuren. And we've got a whistle and some more contact. Crowdis, another foul. It'll be her third. And the last foul to give. If there are any more fouls either way here in the next minute and 9 seconds, we've got free throws if it's on the defense. Salo triple teamed, and more contact with a swat. And here come free throws. They went from 2 fouls to 5 fouls very quickly. And Wattier picks up her second, I believe. Marin Salo, all of her points this evening have come from the free throw line, and she's now got 5 of them. Ella Schatz back into the lineup for Haley Crowdis for the Jayhawks, as we are just about ready to hit the 1-minute mark to play in the first half. Salo knocks down both free throws. She's got 6 free throws tonight. Had made 12 all year, and she's on pace to make 12 tonight. 21-14. Warriors defending. Urbandale with possession, a minute to play. Here in the first half of the Fieldhouse in Waukee. A driving effort from Hagen, the layup off the mark, but she earns free throws. And Salo earns her second rather. And we'll see Hagen go to the line, where she's shooting 63% this year on 19 attempts. Off to the right, no good for the freshman. 3.5 points, 2.5 rebounds for the 5'6" freshman guard. And she'll get one more chance here. Hagen misses both, and that rebound will come down in the hands of Scott. Now the ball is loose. Waukee gets it tipped out by Urbandale. What the official here on the right baseline will give Waukee possession. Ava Wattier could not believe it. Looks like she may have thought nobody touched that one. 48 seconds to go. First half, 21-14 Waukee, and the Warriors are driving here, looking for another bucket. They're in the left corner. Riley Sitzman up top to Werstein. Out to the left wing. 3 hops off the rim a couple times. 31 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Urbandale with the basketball. Pins to Wattier. Top of the key. 25 seconds to go. Pins one-on-one with Sitzman to the left wing. Moore's got it. She'll drive, and she lays it in. Moore's got 6 here in the quarter. 5-point game. Waukee by a handful. 21-16 final seconds. 5, 4. Van Kuren, the sophomore, in trouble. Ball swatted away by Wattier. Another block for Wattier. And we have made it to the end of the first half. 21-16 is your halftime score. Waukee led 19-9 at one point in the quarter. A 7-2 run to close out for Urbandale, have them within striking distance as they look for their first win over Waukee in girls basketball in 2+ decades, if ever. We'll take a break. It's 21-16 Waukee at home against Urbandale, a 5-point game. We have made it to halftime on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's the end-of-year sales event at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New 2025 Escape, Explorer, F-150, Super Duty, Mach-E, and Lightning. 0 down, 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus $1,000 mega cash. New F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive up to $15,000 off, or 0% for 60 months. It's the end-of-year sales event going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Back at the Waukee Fieldhouse for some CIML girls basketball tonight. Urbandale and Waukee are squaring off at the home of the Warriors, and the Warriors have a 5-point lead at halftime. 21-16, Urbandale scored after a very quiet first couple minutes of the game. I think we made it about 2.5 minutes without any scoring, and then Urbandale scored 5 points. They hit an early three and went back-to-back with Ava Wattier to go up 5-0. The rest of the first quarter belonged to Waukee, though, and they outscored the Jayhawks 10-2 to get to a 10-7 lead after one. In the second quarter, Waukee jumped out to a 19-9 lead, pulled out to a 10-point lead, their largest of the night, before Urbandale started to rally going into halftime. They get it down thanks to a 7-2 run to within 5 right now. And for Urbandale, they've been led in scoring by Ava Wattier with 6 points, and a nice night for the freshman off the bench, Macy Moore, also with 6. And Ella Schatz got 3. Alyssa Pins has 1. And those are your 16 points for Urbandale. For Waukee, all of their scoring in this one has come from 3 starters and a couple off the bench. Marin Salo, leading scorer for the Warriors this season. All of her points came from the free throw line. She went 6 of 6 for those 6 points. Taryn Werstein hit a couple of first half threes to get to 6 points as well for Waukee. And then a trio with 3 for Waukee. Sammy Rice, Olivia Baker, and Julia Van Kuren. Urbandale knocked down 4 2-point field goals. Waukee with just 1 in that entire first half. Most of their points came either behind the arc or from the free throw line. Waukee hit 4 first half threes, and they went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Urbandale got to the stripe quite a bit, 12 attempts, but they only made 5 in a 5-point game, missing 7 free throws while your opponent misses just 1. Those add up. Waukee with those 4 threes, Urbandale with 1. And that came in the first 3 minutes of the game thanks to Ava Wattier. It's a 21-16 lead for the Waukee Warriors in this CIML Girls Showdown. Urbandale 2-9 with wins over Gilbert and Southeast Polk this year. Waukee with just 1 win on the year, 8 losses and their lone win coming against Southeast Polk. We've got the third quarter coming up in just a moment. More CIML girls basketball straight ahead as we get to the third quarter with Urbandale and Waukee squaring off on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's our Red Tag event, now through the end of December at DeArmond Chevy GMC Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. New Chevy Silverado 1500. Receive up to $11,000 off. New 2026 Chevy Equinox or Trailblazers. Receive 0% financing. New Ram 1500s up to $14,500 off. Plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Grand Cherokees over $10,000 off. All at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
A 21-16 halftime lead in favor of the home team in this one. Waukee leading Urbandale as the Warriors seek win number 2 on the year. It's been a tough start to the season. They went 13-11 last year. Just a few seasons removed from that 2021 5A championship. But unless they go on a big run here late, they are on pace for their third sub-500 season since that title. Meanwhile, Urbandale, they were 4-18 a year ago. 2-9 right now, and they are halfway to that 4-18 record. They hope to get to 3 wins here tonight, and for Urbandale, they've got a lot on the line. You know, they've had their struggles over the years, and it's not very often that you get Waukee coming in with just 1 win. The door is open. It's a 2-possession game. 20-plus straight wins for Waukee over Urbandale over the last couple decades. And again, I was not able to go back any further than 2006 to find if or when Urbandale beat Waukee before that, but I can confidently say Urbandale has not beaten Waukee in girls basketball in any of these girls' lifetimes. And I'm sure the Urbandale girls know that. And they would love to change that. Waukee, they're good with the status quo. That status quo is a 5-point lead for the Warriors, 21-16 as we get the third quarter underway. Urbandale will take it right to left in those navy jerseys with white numbers. And Urbandale in white across the chest. They begin with the first possession. First couple minutes of the first quarter went scoreless. Ava Wadier scored the first 5 points of the game. She'll miss a shot short. Urbandale trying to swallow up Werstein, and they'll wrap her up and foul. Nope, just a jump ball. And Werstein will stick around to inbound. So Urbandale comes away empty after the miss. They almost take the ball back. Waukee with that 5-point lead, looking to stretch it out early in the going, and a quick reach in from Pins. She'll foul for the third time in this contest. Our boys matchup later on should be fun. 6-2 Urbandale, 7-2 Waukee, number 6 in the boys' rankings for 4A. Sitzman drives, lays it up, misses, and the rebound for Ella Schott. And Pins right to left with a deep pass to the corner. She finds Riley Pruitt, the senior around the perimeter. Back to Pins, inside, deflected, stolen, and Werstein's out front, stops in the right wing. To the corner, right side, Rice. Looking back to Werstein, popped out by Pins. She'll pick it back up. Bounce pass into the lane, nobody home, but Aubrey Schumann for the steal. Now Wadier toward the right block. It's shoved away by Scott. Up top, almost mishandled and taken back the other way, but a driving layup after she corrals it, and Ella Scott's got her 4th and 5th points of the ball game. The 5'11 senior, as Werstein answers with 1, 2, 3 threes tonight. She's got 9, all behind the arc. Again, she came in 2 for 13 behind the arc this season, and she's 3 for 3 tonight. Urbandale trailing by 6 with the basketball. And Wadier thought about a 3, takes a few steps to her right, answers with her second triple of the contest. And she's a point away from double figures. Nobody in double figures yet. Salo! She gets to 9 as well. We've got 3 girls at 9 points just like that. Salo joins the club with her first field goal of the night to go along with her 6 first-half free throws. 27-21, Urbandale down 6, make it 4, the layup left side. They left Ella Schott open, and she takes it in. She's got 7. The points are coming fast and furious here in the third quarter. 5:35 remaining in the third, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the far side on Waukee's Sammy Rice, her first of the game. It was 21-16 at halftime. Urbandale has scored 7 out of the break. Waukee was 6 in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. We saw no points in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. It's a 2-possession game. 4 points the lead right now for the Warriors as Wadier knocks it through from straight away. And she's into double figures with 12. Werstein, can she answer? I think it's her first missed 3 tonight. Rebounded by Ella Schott. And they've got a shot to take the lead. Their first since they were up 5-0. And eventually Waukee tied it and took the lead and built a 10-point advantage for a while. Wadier has it at the top. She and her Urbandale Jayhawks have come out of the locker room playing inspired. Wadier in trouble, and we've got a timeout taken by Coach Aguirre. 27-26. There will be 10 seconds on the shot clock as Aguirre and his Jayhawks will set up a play to come out of the break. And Waukee will chat things over with their head coach Danielle Franklin as well. But what a start for the Urbandale Jayhawks here in the third quarter. They scored 7 points in the first quarter, 9 points in the second quarter. And we are just a few minutes into the third, and Urbandale's already got their most points in a quarter. Sitting at 10 right now, and they're hoping with the final 10 seconds of this possession, they can add another point or 2 or 3. Urbandale hit just 1 3 in the first half. Wadier has come out and knocked down a pair here in the third quarter. She has her team with a chance to take the lead on this possession. 4:40 to go in the third. Waukee toward the free throw line, and they'll walk her into a travel. Not quite the play I think that Aguirre had drawn up for his squad out of the timeout. And Waukee will take it back, and they'll look to stretch their 1-point lead. 27-26 here on the CISN. Toward the right half of the floor, Susie Scott to the top with Van Kuren. Now Sala spins her way out of trouble in the left wing. Werstein, 4-3, nope. It's off the back of the rim, pins there for the rebound, and Urbandale will look to take that lead again. Pass almost off the hands of Waukee. She corrals it, heaves the three. Werstein there for the board for Waukee. And the Warriors will push with tempo to the left corner with Scott, trying to spin around her defender shot. Back out to Sala. Halfway through the third quarter. Sala back to Scott, free throw line, driving inside, extends it to Van Kuren in the corner. The sophomore, half the shot clock gone, now down to 15. She works around Waukee, almost lost it for a moment, comes back up with it. Now they look to Scott, to the corner. Three coming from Natalie Sitzman off the front of the iron. The sophomore is there for the rebound. It's going to be a three-point chance as Van Kuren puts it up, converts, and gets hit. Basket will count, and it will be Alyssa Pins with the foul, and that'll be her third of the night. First real chance at a substitution here, and Aubrey Schumann will sub out. And they'll bring Haley Crowdis in for Urbandale. The and one converted by Van Kuren. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Back to a 4-point game, 30-26. Waukee by 4. To the right elbow. Shot gets it. Pried out of her hands. And out of bounds toward the Urbandale cheerleaders along the baseline. Urbandale will inbound now underneath their own basket. They got within one there for a moment. It was 27-26. Urbandale and that three-point play from Van Kuren. They've stretched it out just ever so slightly back to 4. Underneath with Waukee, and she gets fouled on the way up. Van Kuren with the three-point play at the other end. She fouls down at the left end.
Number 24, Julia Van Kuren, her second.
Sophomore with her second. And we'll see Waukee at the line for a couple. She's right around 70% from the line this year. 1 for 2 tonight, and she'll come up short on her first of 2 attempts. Waukee with 12 points, leading all scorers. And for Waukee, Taryn Werstein and Marin Salo both hanging out at 9 points here on the night, both with a couple, each making a 3 here in the quarter. Waukee goes 1 for 2, knocks down the second attempt. 1 possession game, 30-27. Now Waukee pushes, and they get it pried away. Stolen, tipped back out by Waukee. Sitzman touches it last, and Urbandale will take it to drive the length of the floor and try to tie it or get back in within 1. 3:14 to go here in the third quarter. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Nick Brinks, with help tonight on our CSN coverage from Rachel, Marion, and Kobe. Thanks to them for bringing you all the shots from the field house. Urbandale inside looking for shot. Hit from behind by Olivia Baker with her second foul.
Warrior foul is on number 22.
Down by 3 here in the third quarter. Just a couple seconds, over 3 minutes left. Urbandale will inbound it as they look and find Riley Pruitt. Rather, Haley Crowdis to Mia German. She'll dribble back toward the Warrior logo at half court. To Natalie Hagen, a freshman against a senior Sitzman. And we've got a shove. Waukee racking up the fouls here. Midway through the third quarter, it'll be Natalie Sitzman and her third. To the baseline, it'll be shot to inbound. And she'll heave it back toward midcourt, and she finds Crowdis. Full shot clock to work with, down by 3. Mid to late third quarter. Urbandale in Waukee tonight for this CIML matchup. Up top to German. Looks for a screen right side, drives, finds an opening, too strong. Salo is there, the senior pulls down the board. To Scott out front. Salo, straight away 3, off the back of the rim, no good. and pulled down by the lanky 6'2" sophomore Van Kuren with a whistle and a foul after the rebound. This will be on Ella's shot. 2 or 3 fouls for shot here tonight. Third Urbandale foul. Waukee's got 4. 1 more to give for Urbandale. Waukee's got no more to give before the bonus kicks in. Urbandale defending the inbound pass and tossed out of bounds, deflected by Crowdis. Now Waukee will move over toward the baseline far corner. And that cameraman either got a really good shot or a really bad shot, depending on if he got hit while he was trying to take it. As he lobs it, or they lob it now into the wing. It's Van Kuren to the right wing. Sitzman thought about a 3, drives inside, runs into Crowdis, and is fouled on the way. Crowdis with 4. 4 fouls for the senior Crowdis. And it'll be a shooting foul. Both teams with 4 fouls, and Natalie Sitzman to shoot 2. She's been good from the free throw line this year. Knocks it down, 15 of 19. Her first point of the game. Team high 3.8 assists this year for Sitzman. And she will miss the second after knocking down the first. Rebound for Urbandale. A toss to the other end. Hagen has it blocked. Her putback is knocked away, and she's fouled. And will shoot a couple. 4-point game, trying to get it down to 2. The foul is on Sitzman. Natalie just went 1 for 2 at the other end from the free throw line, and now she gives back a couple free throws. Natalie Hagen 0 for 2 at the line tonight, but she'll swirl this one around. 13 for 22 this year from the free throw line, as Alyssa Pins will sub out. Hagen, the freshman, misses the second. She's 1 for 4. Rebound pulled away by Waukee. Deflected in the backcourt as Urbandale's trying to ramp up the full court pressure. Van Kuren looks to go all the way, and she'll be hit at the end. Can't finish the layup. She got hit, but she's earned a couple free throws courtesy of Ella's shot. 31-28. With 1:49 to go here in the third quarter. It's been a good one tonight. A couple teams struggling this season and looking for a spark. Early in 2026, Van Kuren knocks the first down. 3 for 4 today now. And she's got 7. Make it 8. She's hit her last 4. They've stretched it to 5. 33-28 Waukee here at the Fieldhouse. On the Central Iowa Sports Network, I'm Nick Brinks. Ava Wadier and the Urbandale Jayhawks have it in the right wing. She'll underhand the ball back to German. Kind of a lackadaisical pass. It's mishandled and stolen. Van Kuren along the far sideline, traced by Wadier defensively. And now to the top, Baker. Pass was a little low. Otherwise, that might have been an easy catch and shoot opportunity. Instead, they'll tussle forward a little bit, and it ends up out of bounds in front of the Waukee bench, where the Warriors will inbound. Underneath to Salo, as she and her defender Macy Moore get tangled up, and we'll have free throws here. Moore fouls for the first time. She's got her 6 points and a foul tonight. And Salo will head to the stripe. She's been money from the free throw line, 6 for 6, and she's 7 for 7. Salo will shoot another one. She's now into double figures, right at 10 points to lead the Warriors. And she remains perfect, 11 points tonight. 8 from the free throw line. 7-point lead. It was down to 1 not too long ago. Urbandale looking to answer back. The layup a little short. Not enough on it from Hagen. And it's rebounded by the Warriors and then poked out but fouled. Urbandale had a chance at the steal and a layup, but they got a little more than just the ball. Hagen will pick up foul number 1, I believe. And we'll see more free throws now. Everybody's over the limit, double bonus or just regular bonus time, after the rule changes a few years ago. And the free throw from Riley Sitzman is off to the left side, no good. Her first attempt this year. She's got a shot to get on the board this season, has no points this year. Until now, Riley Sitzman, the freshman, with her first varsity point for the Waukee Warriors. They lead by 8 over Urbandale. Now German finds Wadier. Wadier was hot to start the third quarter. They have cooled off here. A minute to go until the fourth, and Wadier has earned free throws. She gets a hip check from Van Kuren. 36-28. 51 to go here in the third. And Julia Van Kuren's got 3. Wadier to the line, 12 points for her tonight. She's 2 for 4 from the stripe. She's gotten to the free throw line more than anybody on Urbandale. 36 attempts now as she misses. She's knocked down 23 of them. And she'll get another chance here with her team down by 8. Short free throw. Rebound it'll be a scrum, and the jump ball will remain with Urbandale. So they missed both free throws from Wadier, but they've got a fresh shot clock and a chance to extend the possession and maybe get back within a couple possessions. 36-28 Waukee. 3-score game, Wadier along the baseline. Inbounding over Van Kuren, lobs it back toward half court, nobody home, but they're able to come away with it thanks to Macy Moore. Now a driving layup from German, and she's fouled, and we'll head to the stripe. It's Olivia Baker with her third foul. So they extend the possession, they earn more free throws, and they only took about 5 seconds off the clock. 43 seconds left. German to shoot 2. 9 for 12 at the line this year. She'll come up empty, coming off a 7-point performance Tuesday in the 59-45 loss to Ankeny. Hit a couple of threes on the night, averaging just under 5 points a game. And she'll come up empty on the second free throw as well, but Waukee touches it last, and the possession will continue for Urbandale. So they miss 2 free throws, get an offensive rebound. Or a jump ball, I say. We'll call it a jump ball. They keep possession. Now they shoot 2 more free throws. Waukee touches it out of bounds, and now Urbandale lobs it back to the left wing, and they find Macy Moore. She'll split 2 defenders and hit the deck. She got fouled. And this will be another one on Waukee, so they get to shoot more free throws. The possession that never ends for the Waukee, or for the Urbandale Jayhawks. Waukee thinks, my goodness, when can we get this possession to flip? 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the 5th free throw attempt of the possession will be through for the first one. 1 for 5. Moore 3 for 3 tonight. She's got 7 for Urbandale. And the freshman will shoot 1 more, and she'll knock this one through. Took a long time to get there, but they got a couple points on the possession, and we've got more contact along the far sideline. Which means more free throws. And Urbandale this time will send Riley Pruitt to the free throw line, and Julia Van Kuren picks up her 4th. Free throw. Plinkos around a little bit before falling in for Riley Pruitt. She's on the board for the first time tonight. And her second attempt will pull Urbandale within 4 points. With 33 seconds left in the third quarter, a timeout taken by the Waukee Warriors. And what a pretty wild sequence we've had here in the last few moments, but we'll talk about it after the break. Waukee leading by 4 at home over Urbandale.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this.
making me so proud. Wilson Toyota, home of the Wilson experience.
Friday night hoops on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Game one of our Waukee and Urbandale girl-boy doubleheader. It's been a good one so far, with Urbandale closing the gap here in the third quarter. They trailed by as many as 10 tonight. And Urbandale just had maybe the longest possession you've ever seen. 2 sets of missed free throws. There was a jump ball in there on a rebound attempt after a miss. Deflection out of bounds by Waukee. And then you get a foul on Waukee on their next possession. They give it right back to Urbandale, who gets free throws. And they've shot 8 free throws, made 4 of them since Waukee has crossed the timeline. They will somehow get it across the timeline here. Missed the layup. Now the scrum is on. Jump ball will belong, I think, back to the offense here. And Waukee will keep it here. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. And they'll send Susie Scott to the baseline. Shot clock is off. 4 points the lead right now for the Waukee Warriors. They'll go up top. 3 on the way. Banks off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound. Reaching out for it. Waukee comes away with it. Heaves it deep. And a shove and a collision and a tip out of bounds. Urbandale will shoot free throws. Heaved it deep, well over the head of Macy Moore. She was about to get there, and she and Susie Scott got tangled up. And with 7 seconds left, Urbandale will shoot more free throws. So they're going to get up to 10 free throw attempts, with Waukee crossing the half-court stripe 1 time in that span. And the free throw is knocked down by Moore. Urbandale has struggled a little bit from the free throw line tonight, but Moore has been the exception. She's 5 for 5, trying to get the game back to within 2 points. And you know what they call that, right? That's the announcer jinx. She misses the second free throw. She's got 5 of 6 now, and Urbandale and Waukee will go to the fourth quarter in a 1-score game. Riley Sitzman dribbles it off her shoe as time expires. 36-33, Waukee by 3. We go to the fourth quarter in a minute. You're listening and you're watching tonight on YouTube with the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Back in Waukee, just underway. 1 quarter to play. 1 possession the lead. Waukee's on top. Waukee has it for Urbandale. Spins her way into the lane. Loses the handle on it. And is going to heave it up. A bit of a wild shot. There were some fans down in front of us were hoping for the travel. It doesn't come. And Waukee pulls Urbandale within 1. 36-35. And Susie Scott's got it at the other end for Waukee. Now Salo's got it at the top. 1-on-1 with Moore, the freshman who's been pretty good tonight for the Jayhawks. And she may be, no, I think that'll be her teammate taking the foul here inside. It'll be Alyssa Pins. Got into some foul trouble. She's got 4 now, and Salo will shoot a couple free throws. Salo now 9 for 9 from the free throw line this evening. She's got 12 points overall, hit a third quarter 3, and she has hit all 10 of her free throws tonight. What a night for the senior. She came in 12 for 14 from the free throw line this season. 12 made in 9 games. She's added 10 here in 1. 10 of their 38 from the free throw line, courtesy of Marin Salo. 3-point game again. Urbandale's got it down 38-35. In the left wing with Moore. Dribbles around her defender. 4 versus 4, and she lays it in. Give her 2 more for Macy Moore. 38-37, a 1-point game. We've had 1 lead change so far, 1 tie. Early in the first quarter. Waukee's 3, no good. They get the offensive rebound. They're back with Salo in the left corner. Up top to Werstein. Started with 3 made threes to begin the game on her first 3 attempts. Comes up empty here on her last 3. Now Wattier's got it. And Urbandale with a chance to take the lead. She shakes off a defender. Tosses it up, no good. Rebounded by her teammate Genevieve DeWitt. They'll go underneath. Offensive rebound back to Urbandale again. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Aguirre. That possession was on the brink of being turned over. And they'll try to save it here. We'll take a break. 6:23 to go. Urbandale down by 1 with the basketball.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa High School sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Live at the Waukee Fieldhouse tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I am Nick Brinks with help tonight from Rachel, Marion, and Kobe as we bring you this CIML doubleheader in Waukee. Girls game. We've got ourselves a good one here in the final quarter, 38-37. And Urbandale has it down by 1 underneath their own basket after the timeout. They fire it away with Moore in the right wing. 3 is off the rim, and it pops in and goes through. Urbandale with their second lead of the game, first since halfway through the first quarter. 40-38. Macy Moore, the freshman, has been outstanding. She leads the Jayhawks in scoring now with 14. And she fouls at the other end. Her second. Urbandale by 2 now. They jumped out to a 5-0 advantage in the first quarter. Urbandale then went on a 10-2 run to end the quarter. Built the lead to as much as 10 in the second quarter, 19-9. And now Waukee drives to break. Little run for the Warriors. Rice with her first 2-pointer of the night. We've got ourselves a tie ball game, 40 apiece. So I say this is the final quarter. You can't rule out overtime though, as Wattier spins into the lane and draws some contact from Taryn Werstein. The senior picks up her first foul. Under 5:45 to go. Urbandale with the basketball under their own hoop. And they'll lob it out to the left wing. Moore hit one earlier. She'll try one here from the wing. Salo there for the rebound. She comes away with it. Tosses to the right wing. 3 on its way. Right wing, no good. And the scrum for the basketball. Offense comes away with it. Another 3 left side this time. Urbandale the rebound off the miss. Shot goes the other way. Into the corner with Hagen. Drives into the lane, gets it knocked away through the legs of a defender. It's still loose, picked up by Waukee. And the Warriors are back out front. If this goes through, which it does! Sammy Rice with her second triple of the night to break the tie. 43-40, Waukee back on top by 3 with shot in the right wing. Urbandale with 4:50 left, they'll heave the 3. It's in and out, and it's back in for Natalie Hagen. Just her 3rd made 3 this year. Waukee misses underneath the basket at the other end. It's picked up by the freshman DeWitt as she dribbles to the corner. We're tied at 43. Urbandale with Wattier. driving inside. It's an and one as she lays it in. What a ball game here. Everybody came in tonight expecting the boys' game is going to be the showcase of the evening. The girls say not so fast. They're putting on a show here as Urbandale retakes the lead. Fourth lead change after our third tie, 45-43. Ava Wattier will head to the free throw line. She's got 17 now for the second time this week. 17 against Ankeny on Tuesday, 17 tonight. A chance to get to 18. Urbandale by 2. Urbandale comes up empty with Wattier's second free throw. And Waukee pushes the other way with Werstein. Right corner, steps in, steps back. She's one-on-one with her defender, DeWitt. Out in the wing, Sitzman. She's one-on-one with her defender. She's in trouble. Up top, on its way. Off the rim, no good. Van Kuren coming away with the rebound. Sitzman keeps it for them. Van Kuren gets her own rebound after the miss. Against a couple defenders, and she'll tie it up. From close range, Van Kuren with double figures. 10 for the sophomore. And we're tied at 45. We've been tied at 40, 43, and now 45. Half of the fourth quarter to go. What a ball game. Underneath with Wattier, they leave her wide open, and she takes it to the hole for two. 47-45. Waukee at the free throw line, now out to the wing with Sala. Working against defenders. Off the backboard, nobody home. Rebound to Wattier. As she backs her way toward the three-point line, it's stolen by Salo. Those two, the battle has been fun to watch between them tonight. 2-point deficit for Waukee. A chance to tie or take the lead. Van Kuren, the triple off the mark, the rebound off the hand of Salo. Free ball picked up by Schott. And now Wattier had a shot from the right wing if she wanted it. To the left side. Hagen thought about a three. She'll drive. Tips her own rebound. It's still loose. Finally picked up by Olivia Baker. Under 2.5 to go now. With Urbandale by 2. Now they'll settle in. Waukee on offense. In white uniforms left to right. At the top with Natalie Sitzman. She takes off. Her layup is off the glass. No good. DeWitt there for the rebound. Urbandale with a 2-point lead. Wattier in the right wing. Defender backs away. Three is missed. Werstein there for the board. 2 minutes to go. 2-point game here on CISN. Underneath, over the head of Van Kuren, and pulled down by Moore. Now out front to Wattier, driving. Blocked shot, and we've got a timeout taken by Joey Aguirre, head coach of the Urbandale Jayhawks. After the missed shot, they got their own rebound. They'll hang on to possession. A minute 48 to go. Urbandale 47, Waukee 45, and you're watching on the Central Iowa Sports Network, live from Waukee.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
A 47-45 lead for the Urbandale Jayhawks, seeking their first win over Waukee in girls basketball in any of these players' lifetime. You have to go to at least before 2006. If it's ever happened. It's not happened in the last 20 years. Urbandale with a 2-point lead, under 2 minutes to go on the road. Trying to pull it off here. Urbandale will be fouled by Salo before the inbound pass, and that's Macy Moore falling to the floor. third foul for Marin Salo. And it'll be Ella Schott to inbound for Urbandale. Those Navy uniforms on top and off the fingertips of Waukee, just a little bit too far out front of her. Urbandale unable to add to their 2-point lead. They'll turn it over instead, and it took a second off the clock. Waukee with 3 timeouts left, Urbandale with just 1. Final minute 40, under 100 seconds here at the Fieldhouse. 2-point game. Urbandale turned it over, they get it back. They steal it away. And now Natalie Hagen has it in the front court. A 2-point lead, Urbandale looking for some insurance as Salo tips it into the backcourt. And they'll corral it. Moore in the right wing, down to Waukee in the corner. Those two have been the stars for Urbandale tonight, Waukee and Moore. Waukee looking for Moore, can't find her. Now they find Pins. She dribbles toward the free throw line. Lane was open, shot kind of wild off the rim, no good. Under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. 47-45, Waukee down by 2. And now Coach Franklin wants a timeout. Warriors will use one here, and they'll have a couple left should they need them. Urbandale has one. Coach Franklin and the Warriors, Coach Aguirre and the Jayhawks talking things over. Final minute, 2-point game. Back in a moment here on Central Iowa Sports Network.
3, 2, action! Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Down by 2, they will have the basketball. Under a minute to go, 53 and change remaining. Waukee hosting Urbandale, trying to keep a 20-year winning streak alive, 20-plus year perhaps. The winning streak is so long I couldn't find any information old enough to tell me exactly what I wanted to know. But Urbandale trying to do something that no Urbandale girls basketball team has done since at least before the Obama administration. 47-45, Urbandale. Waukee with a chance to take the lead. Corner 3, and they splash it home. Sammy Rice. 48-47, a quick answer for Urbandale. No, the layup comes up short. Shot with a jump ball in favor of Waukee after the rebounds. Schott had a layup attempt. It came up just a little bit short. And now with a 1-point lead, our 5th lead change of the ball game has Waukee back on top by 1. Timeout taken, 48-47. We will step away, and perhaps this is our final timeout of the ball game. Waukee by 1 with possession, and the shot clock essentially is off when we return on CISN.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the Fall Mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Good Greenhouses. What about good basketball? 48-47. This one has been fun since we got underway. Urbandale struggled in the first half. They came out firing on all cylinders in the third quarter. Waukee trying to preserve that winning streak over the Jayhawks, and we're in the final 33 seconds. Waukee trying to avoid a turnover, and they'll burn their final timeout here. 5 seconds come off the clock. But they hang on to possession. 48-47 is your score, with the Waukee Warriors clinging to that 1-point lead. A quick recap for you. Waukee led 10-7 at the end of the first quarter, and it was 21-16 going into halftime. But between the first and second quarters ending, Waukee led by double digits for a brief moment. It was 19-9. Urbandale closed the gap going into halftime and then closed it even further in the third quarter. It was 36-33 going to the fourth. And we have seen 3 ties and 4 lead changes here in the fourth quarter. What an introduction for me with CISN and CIML basketball. This one's been fun tonight. I'm Nick Brinks. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. In the backcourt, Waukee finally gets it across the timeline. There is about a half second separating shot and game clock. Urbandale had some time to work with. They've got some fouls to give. They will burn one of those fouls here. Macy Moore fouls as she's in double figures tonight with 14 points. The freshman came in averaging under 4 a game, and she has been outstanding in all quarters of this one. Waukee to inbound. They find Natalie Sitzman. She gets run into from behind by Mia German, and that'll be the final foul to give for Urbandale. And if you are the Jayhawks, you're probably going to have to settle for one more foul to force some free throws and then get the ball back down by 1, 2, or 3. Salo expects it, wraps it up, and she gets fouled by German. So here we go, free throw time. And if you're Waukee, you wouldn't want anybody else at the free throw line than 10 for 10, Marin Salo. Can she keep it going? Waukee by 1. She's got a chance to give her team some cushion. 48-47. And her first miss of the night. So now if you're Urbandale, a 3 for sure could win it. Salo, one more chance. And she knocks it down. 11 for 12 tonight. What a performance from the free throw line from Salo. 2-point game. Urbandale a chance to go for the tie or the win, but not yet. Coach Joey Aguirre will burn his final timeout. Now both teams are out. Pockets have been emptied. No timeouts remaining. 49-47 Waukee. And we'll keep it here for this one. What a fantastic night of basketball we've had on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us here on YouTube tonight. You go back to last year, Waukee ran away with both wins over Urbandale, 60-27 and 70-46. Over the past half decade, it's been all Waukee. They've won all 9 matchups since 2021. They didn't play each other from 2017 to 2020. And Waukee's winning streak, as I've mentioned throughout the night, at least 20 games in a row that they have won over Urbandale. Do they have one more in them? Or will Urbandale, here in the final 6.8 seconds, tie it or win it here at the end, or will they come up short? And with 6:08 on the clock, the youngsters are a 10th away from having a chance to go crazy, but it won't happen. So here we go. Final seconds. A chance to tie it, a chance to win it for the Urbandale Jayhawks here in Waukee at the Fieldhouse on Central Iowa Sports Network. 49-47, Urbandale down by 2. They look for more. She's been hot tonight. They're going to throw it away, though. They threw it, and it's stolen by Rice, who is able to dribble out the clock. Urbandale had a chance, but Waukee hangs on to get the win at home and extend the winning streak over the Jayhawks. 49-47. Urbandale used that final timeout, and they had 7 seconds to work with. It just wasn't clean. They didn't get the look they wanted. Nobody was open, and the pass was a little bit off the mark. And Waukee hangs on to win it after a thrilling fourth quarter that saw 4 lead changes and 3 ties. and a 49-47 barn burner victory for the Waukee Warriors. They pick up their second win of the year. They're now 2-8, 2-6 in the conference as the Jayhawks fall to 2-10 and 1-7 in the CIML. For the Waukee Warriors tonight, let's tally up our scoring. Marin Salo looks like she leads the way as she finishes with 14. Julia Van Karen finishing in double figures with 10. Taryn Werstein hit 3 threes tonight to finish with 9, and 11 for Sammy Rice, including a 3 down the stretch that put Waukee back on top. And on the other side, Urbandale, valiant efforts from Ava Wattier as she finishes with 19 for the Jayhawks. And double figures for Macy Moore, the freshman, with what I have to imagine is a career night for the freshman, 14 points. Those are your 2 leaders for Urbandale, but for Waukee, they are your winners by 2. Thanks so much for joining us on the Central Iowa Sports Network tonight. Urbandale back in action next Friday against Dowling Catholic, and Waukee has Des Moines Roosevelt on the road tomorrow. I'm Nick Brinks. Big thanks to our crew for the girls game, Rachel, Marion, and Kobe. Stay tuned. We've got Waukee and Urbandale boys basketball on the way next. Stay tuned to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Good evening and welcome once again to Waukee High School. We are here at the field house ready for CIML boys basketball, and we've got a great matchup for you tonight. As if our girls game wasn't fun enough, we've got the red-hot Urbandale Jayhawks, winners of 6 straight after an 0-2 start, facing off against the 7-2 Waukee Warriors. They enter tonight ranked number 6 in 4A, owners of a 3-game winning streak. Thanks for joining us tonight on Central Iowa Sports Network. Along with Rachel, Marion, and Kobe on our video coverage, I am Nick Brinks for Urbandale. One of those 6 wins came Tuesday night, 71-63 at Ankeny, and it was a lights-out performance from Jake Pargin. 30 points, 5 rebounds for him. He had 4 threes. Number 6 Waukee, they knocked off Valley on Tuesday, 69-47. Pete Craig and Max Roach going for 15 points apiece. But we focus now on Quentin Teeter for Urbandale. He is a playmaker on both sides, one to keep an eye on tonight. He's averaging over 16 points a game, and his 3 steals per game is tied for number 3 in Class 4A. He can give you offense, and he can create offense with his defense. That's Urbandale's Quentin Teeter, a senior, 6'5". He'll be fun to watch. He also leads the team in assists with just under 3 per game. He and Caden Burns pretty close in that department. On the other side for Waukee, we'll keep an eye on Max Roach tonight. Although all 5 of their starters average 9 to 14 points a game, Roach sticks out because he distributes the ball so well. He leads the team in assists, and his shooting has been lights out. Not only is he shooting 44% behind the arc, he's shooting 64% from the field overall. He doesn't take as many shots as some of his teammates, but he makes as many or more and makes the difference there. So Max Roach and Quentin Teeter, a couple of our guys to keep an eye on tonight as we get you ready for this matchup between number 6 ranked Waukee and Urbandale, who, if they keep this up, I think you can see a number before Urbandale here before too long. They might work themselves into a ranking as the next month or so move along. We'll see if that trajectory continues tonight. I tell you what, if Urbandale comes to Waukee and is able to come away with a win against number 6 ranked Waukee, you bet your bottom dollar Urbandale probably ends up in the rankings or very close to it next week. We've got some 4A basketball for you tonight. We look to last year. Waukee swept Urbandale 69-46 and 71-51, a pair of 20 and 23-point wins. And since 2021, it has been all Warriors. They've won the last 10. They've won the last 11 if you go back to 2016. And the last time Urbandale beat Waukee in boys basketball, you go all the way back to January of 2015. It was a 3-point win that night, 59-56 for the Jayhawks. Urbandale tonight comes in scoring 62.5 points a game and giving up around 60. 2.5 to 3 points per game, their margin of victory on average. And for Waukee, they're stretching it out a little more. Average score of 67-54. You look at shooting percentage, Urbandale has a slight edge, 49-47%. Urbandale shoots the 3 a little better, 39-33%. Waukee out-rebounds Urbandale pretty handily, though, 33 per game to 22. Both teams pretty clean with turnovers, both turning it over less than 11 times a game. This should be a fun one. Some Friday night hoops from the field house here in Waukee. 3-game winning streak for the 7-2 Warriors and a 6-2 record. 6 straight wins for the Jayhawks. Our head coaches tonight, Clay Fielking for Urbandale, Kevin Kanaski for Waukee. We'll sneak in one quick break and we'll get to your starting lineups. Nope, we'll keep it here. Starting lineups. We'll send it down to the PA for starting lineups here. Thanks for watching Central Iowa Sports Network tonight.
Welcome to the Waukee Fieldhouse for tonight's CIML Conference Showdown. Our visitors, we welcome the Urbandale Jayhawks. And how about it for your Waukee Warriors? It's time to meet the starting lineups here for game number 2. Let's start with the Jayhawks. The 6'5" senior, number 0, Jake Arjun. A senior at 6'5", number 1, Quentin Teeter. A 5'11" senior, number 2, Jackson Sturtevant. 6'3", he's a senior, number 4, Davis Harderson. And at 6'4", a senior, number 23, Hayden Burns. Your assistant coaches for the Jayhawks, Charlie Crowley, Jonathan Harderson, Tony Perez, and Tom Willoughby. Your head coach is Clay Diekling. 6'1", senior guard, number 2, Jay White. At guard, a 5'10" senior, he wears number 3, Matt Roach. He's a senior, standing 6'7". At forward, number 4, Evan Jacobson. And a guard, that's 6'5", a senior, number 5, Landon Hanson. Assistant coaches, Kyle Panassi, Pat and Kyle Corbett.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll see what part 2 has in store for us. Waukee hung on for a 49-47 win in the girls' game over Urbandale. Now we get a fantastic showdown between a rising Urbandale team. 6 straight wins after an 0-2 start. Clay Fielking, their head coach, and a top 10 team in Waukee. Winners of 3 in a row. It'll be Jake Pargin, a senior, coming off a 30-point performance Tuesday and a win over Ankeny, 71-63. He stands on the Warrior logo by himself for now as he awaits it will be Evan Jacobson. The 2 leading scorers for these 2 teams standing at midcourt ready to square this one away. Pargin, Teeter, Sturdivant, Hardison, Burns for the Jayhawks, and for the Warriors, it's Craig, White, Roach, Jacobson, and Hanson. Ball in the air, tipped, controlled by the Urbandale Jayhawks in those navy blue uniforms and red numbers, left to right to begin this one underway. Davis Hardison. He's got 15 points a game, and that's 3rd on the team. He dumps it off left side to Quentin Teeter. Pargin, Teeter, and Hardison all averaging 15 to 17 points a game. Left side, Sturdivant. To the corner, Pargin. Urbandale's opening possession down to the final 8 seconds on the shot clock. Teeter to the left wing, 3 on the way, and he rattles it home. Caden Burns opens up the scoring for Urbandale. A 3-0 lead as the Urbandale Jayhawks look to snap an 11-game losing streak to Waukee dating back since 2016. Urbandale, they scored a 3 on their opening possession. For Waukee, they're at the top with Evan Jacobson. This offense is very spread out. They spread the wealth. 9 to 14 points a game for all 5 of their starters, 4 seniors, and Pete Craig, a sophomore, as Jacobson earns a couple free throws here early in the going. Thanks to Quentin Teeter, the senior for Urbandale, will pick up the game's first foul. And we are just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jacobson to shoot a couple, and he's on the board. He has gotten to the free throw line quite a bit. 29th made free throw this season. Shooting right around 75%. Second on its way, and he swishes both of them. Evan Jacobson, a 6'7" senior, knocks down both. It's a 3-2 game. After Urbandale used almost the entire shot clock en route to that 3 from Caden Burns, who tries to go back-to-back. This time, Quentin Teeter's 3. Teeter's off the rim, no good. Urbandale 1 for 2. Now Waukee trying to score on their second possession. It's swatted away by the 6'5" senior Pargin, averaging a block per game. He's got it 90 seconds in. Left wing, Jackson Sturdivant. Handoff to Hardison. Defender falls over. And the shot is off the back iron, no good. Jacobson's there for the rebound, averaging 6 rebounds a game. That's second best behind just Pete Craig, who's got 8 a game. Jacobson in the right wing. Hands it off to Jay White. The senior dumps it to Roach. Max Roach was our key player to watch in our pregame show. It's Jacobson in the early going. This one, a spin move off the front of the iron, and it's out of bounds off of Urbandale. Deflected by Waukee, actually, after it hit the rim. So Urbandale will keep it. Or they'll take possession, rather. Waukee missed it, goes out of bounds. And a 3-2 Urbandale lead. They'll go the length of the floor. Inbound pass to Davis Harderson, the 6'3 senior, to Jake Pargin. He's got it in the front court. Bounce pass to Burns. In the right wing, open three. Harderson hit a couple on Tuesday over Ankeny. He's got a team high 17, and he's shooting 44% behind the arc this year. Harderson's been outstanding behind the perimeter, but he missed there at the other end. Waukee's shot blocked. Roach comes up empty. Urbandale looks to finish to the top with Jackson Sturdivant, and the senior's three is rebounded by his teammate Harderson. Tipped pass to Teeter left side. Steps back, three on the way. 4-point play potential after Teeter drills his 14th three of the year. 6-2 Urbandale, 5:10 to go in the opening quarter. And the foul is on Evan Jacobson. One step too many trying to block Teeter's three. The 4-point play. And he converts, 7-2. Urbandale with an early 5-point lead on the road here in Waukee, seeking their first win since 2015 over the Warriors. Corner three with an answer at the other end, Landon Hansen. Under 5 to play in the first quarter, and both teams stretching it out in the early going. 2-point lead for Urbandale. They jumped out to that 3-0 advantage, led by 5 for a brief moment. Harderson's in the right wing, down to the corner at Sturdivant. Back to Pargin. That's off the rim. It rolls off, no good. And the rebound. Hansen the other way for Waukee. They'll bounce it inside to the sophomore as Craig gets it popped away. And last touched by Waukee. Of our 10 starters on the floor here in this one, 9 seniors and Pete Craig, the sophomore, for Waukee. The youngster. 7-5, Urbandale in the left wing with Pargin. Drives one-on-one, shot is blocked. Teeter, rather Craig, he's got a block and a half, got one there. Inside, Jacobson. And he'll turn around and tie things up for the first time. Now Urbandale left to right, with Sturdivant in the right wing. To the top, catch and shoot. Harderson for three, and he rattles this one home. First of the game, number 18 on the year, shooting 45% from the perimeter. Inside, Jay White. He lays it in with ease. Back-to-back lead changes. Take that back. Urbandale never lost it. Now they steal it, and the slam at the other end. Jake Pargin finishes. 12-9 as the defense created the possession, and Pargin finished it off. 12-9 Urbandale. Here in the first quarter, 3 and change to play. We're off to a fun start in this one. Urbandale 6-2. Head coach Clay Thielking talking things over with his Jayhawks. And Kevin Kanaski and his Warriors chatting midway through the first quarter. With the Warriors down by 3. And a check, that steal from Harderson out front to Pargin with the slam. Thanks to Metro Heating and Cooling. Out of the timeout, it'll be Waukee basketball. Each team with a foul. Waukee just used their first timeout. Now Evan Jacobson will walk it up the floor, the 6'7 senior, with a handoff right side to Hansen. Top side, White. Out to the corner, but a travel before the pass. And back-to-back Waukee possessions ending in a turnover. As Waukee turns it away again. Urbandale back with it. Caden Burns opened the scoring. Caleb Price, a senior, on the floor. A left wing three comes up short off the rim. And the senior Jay White's there for the rebound, averaging 4 a game. To the top with Jacobson. Now White's got it in the left wing. He wants the three. It's in and out. Rebounded by Pargin. Urbandale back to work, left to right with Price. Up top to Pargin, 3 short. Jacobson, the easy rebound. And now Max Roach. Can't miss him on the floor. Fluorescent yellow shoes, dishes it out left side. The 3 can't finish. But Pete Craig's there for the rebound. Kick out to the corner. White for 3 to tie. No. Price the rebound. Urbandale back with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Davis Harderson out to Burns. Burns tiptoes his way. Dumps it off. And Harderson finishes for 2 at the rim. 14-9. Urbandale by 5, defending man-to-man. Pete Craig, the sophomore, hands off to Jacobson. Jay White, 12 points a game. To Landon Hansen, 9 points a game. Back to Jacobson, 14 a game. He's one-on-one with Teeter. Underneath to White. Gets caught up behind the rim, but they'll come away with a rebound and a fresh shot clock. Jacobson now retreats to midcourt, and now Roach will distribute. Hansen takes it to the rack and gets fouled on the way up. Couple free throws coming for Waukee on the Caden Burns foul. Burns with one of Urbandale's 2 first quarter fouls. Evan Jacobson has Waukee's lone foul. And Hansen will convert the free throw. 3 for 3 as a team. Hansen's got one of those 3, Jacobson the other 2. And we've got some fresh bodies on the floor for the Jayhawks as Charlie Corrados, a sophomore, steps in for the first time. Jackson Sturdivant had a breather. He's back out there now. 14-10 Urbandale. Waukee trying to close it to 3. Hansen's a 61% shooter from the free throw line. And this one pops around a little bit but drops in. He knocks them both down. And it's 14-11. 5 points for Hansen. A toss to the left wing, deflected out of bounds, and it will be last touched. I think Jacobson got the last hand on it. So it'll stay with Urbandale here at the Waukee Fieldhouse. Final minute of the first quarter. It's been a close one throughout. Urbandale just staying one step ahead. 14-11. In the front court with Quentin Teeter. To Jackson Sturdivant in the right wing. He's one-on-one with Roach. Teeter against Hansen, lobs it left for Corrados. Now Pargin, contested 3, shot clock at 1, and he sinks it. Nothing but net. Pargin with 5 here in the opening quarter. It's a 6-point lead, and Waukee may settle for last shot. 15 seconds to go. Just in front of the timeline, Max Roach. He's one-on-one with Sturdivant. Ready to take off now. Clock down to 5. Hansen at the top. Drives downstairs. Finds Craig at the window. And he drives through for 2 just before the buzzer. 17-13 Urbandale. At the end of the first quarter, it's been fun so far. We've got 3 quarters to go. We're back in a moment. Thanks for watching tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network, live from the Waukee Fieldhouse.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
We've got a fresh 8
on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's the Central Iowa Sports Network, and we bring you Urbandale and Waukee boys basketball tonight. Waukee eked out a 2-point win in the girls' game, 49-47. Here in the boys' game, Kane Vandis is on the floor for the first time for Waukee. Underneath to Craig, handoff to Jacobson, who takes it to the rack and finishes. He's got 6. Craig with the assist. Just underway here. Quarter number 2. Teeter shakes off his defender. 3 is off the mark, but the offense gets the rebound. Charlie Corrados underneath for 2. It'll count with a foul. Foul is on Max Haslinga.
Foul was on number 4, Evan
Actually, Evan Jacobson. The official showed 11 on his fingers, 1-1. He was talking about the shooter, I guess. So Jacobson picks up his second foul. Corrados converts the 3-point play. Now Waukee almost loses it, but there's a foul. And this time I think Corrados, no, they'll give that to Teeter, it looks like. And Teeter with his second foul. He's got 7 points. Not somebody Urbandale wants to see in early foul trouble, though. 16 points a game. He's number 3 in 3A with steals, 3 a game. A couple fouls here in the early going. See how that impacts his aggression here for the rest of the half. 20-15, which is the last time Urbandale beat Waukee back in 2015. 3 off the mark, offense fighting for the rebound. Urbandale steals it, and they finish with another jam. Jake Pargin. 22-15. Urbandale by 7. A minute and change into the second quarter here on Central Iowa Sports Network. Underneath with Pete Craig, and we've got contact. Underneath. And Corrados will pick up his first foul. He had the 3-point play at the other end a few possessions ago. 17-13 after 1. 22-15 now. Here in the second. Now Waukee's got it at the left elbow with Hansen. To the corner, Vandis. Vandis, a senior, on the floor. Hands it right side to Roach. Now he'll take off and try to lay it in. Comes up empty, but he'll get a couple shots from the free throw line. And Roach landed down among the Urbandale cheerleaders. He's back at it here now from the free throw line. His Warriors down by 7. They come in ranked number 6 in 4A. Urbandale not in the rankings. Roach hits the free throw. Waukee's 5 for 5 from the line. Roach, Jacobson, and Hansen all shooting so far. And they've all gone 2 for 2. Roach finishes with his first points of the game. 5 points of the lead right now for the Urbandale Jayhawks. 22-17. Stolen near half court. Jay White goes up strong for the layup, hits the deck. He's up and on his feet. Good to see. A couple foul free throws coming his way, courtesy of Jake Pargin. And now the timeout will be used here by Urbandale. Each team has used one here in the first half. 6:10 to go in the second quarter. It's an Urbandale 22-17 lead in Waukee. We're back in 30 seconds. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
3, 2, action.
Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Just over 6 minutes to go in the first half of this one. Urbandale with that 6-game winning streak. They started the year 0-2, dropped their 2 openers, fell to Dowling and Waukee Northwest, but they have rattled off wins over Ankeny Centennial, Valley, Johnston, Southeast Polk, Ames, and Ankeny, and they're hoping to add Waukee to their list tonight. Waukee 3 straight wins. After the loss to Dowling back on the 19th of December, they've beaten Pella, Ankeny Centennial, and Valley, as Jay White knocks down a free throw to pull the Warriors within 4. And so far the Warriors are perfect from the free throw line. 8 for 8. Urbandale 2 for 2. 3-point game. 22-19 Urbandale. And they've got it in the front court with Sturdivant. He's one-on-one with Roach. Burns to Pargin in the corner. Pargin's been fun to watch with his threes and slams, and almost tipped into the backcourt for a turnover, but Urbandale hangs on. They'll push it quickly with Harderson, but Waukee plays it well. They'll defend it and take it back the other way. Jay White jukes out his defender and tries to finish, but can't do it. There for the rebound. And a 3 from the left wing. Pete Craig, number 6 behind the arc for Craig this year, for Waukee's leading rebounder. He can shoot 2. Tied at 22. Second tie in the ball game. Left wing, Harderson, he wants to answer. Can't finish though, tipped out on the rebound. Hudson Weber got a fist on it, but Waukee will come down with the board, and they'll try to break the tie. White in the corner for 3. Waukee's on top.
1, 2, 3.
Waukee with their first lead, under 5 minutes to go in the half. It's Jake Pargin to the right corner, thrown away. Intended for Weber. Waukee will take it. Sturdivant checks out as Quentin Teeter subs back in. He's got a couple fouls, so he's sat a few minutes. And he's back out there with 4:45 to go here in the half. Waukee by 3, trailed by as many as 7. 10-0 run right now for the Warriors, as they trailed 22-15. Now lead 25-22. 10 on the shot clock. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half. To the left wing with Vandis underneath. They had the perimeter guarded, but they left Jay White open, and he makes them pay. Waukee's up by 5, and it's a 12-0 run. Corner 3, rather, left wing 3. Pargin and the Jayhawks answer. Urbandale needed that to stop the bleeding a little bit. They poke it free with a steal and a quick foul. And this will go on Roach. His first.
Warrior foul is on number 3.
He's got a couple points, both from the free throw line. And Urbandale will inbound just behind the timeline at the scorer's table as they trail by 2. 27-25. Half of the second quarter remaining. Urbandale against Waukee as Jay White tries to jump the route. It's tipped out right in front of the Waukee bench. Urbandale keeps it. 28 on the shot clock. Harderson inbounds and finds Quentin Teeter at the top. And we've got a screen gone wrong. Caden Burns will foul for the second time, and that gives Waukee the basketball. That possession will come up empty for the Jayhawks as they seek their 7th straight win on the year. 27-25. White at the top, thought about a 3. Flips it to the corner. Vandis also thought about a 3. Back to White. He's inside, double teamed, deflected, stolen. Roach trying to take it back. And Roach will pick up a foul here just in front of the scorer's table. He's got a couple. got, it looks like one foul to give for Waukee. The next Urbandale foul will send Waukee to the free throw line. Urbandale has led most of this one. They trail by 2 with 3 minutes and change to go in the half. To the corner, open 3, Davis, Harderson, back of the rim. Weber can't hang on for the rebound. Pete Craig comes away with it. The lone non-senior in the starting lineup for either team. Underneath to Jacobson, hops the rim a couple times. It's no good. Deep toss to Teeter, and they try to finish with the slam to Pargin. They slammed it, there was just no ball there. It was off the mark. And that'll be a possession that Urbandale may wish they had back. 2:53 left in the first half. As Caden Burns will sub out, and Charlie Corrados is back into the lineup. Both of those two with 3 points in this one. Waukee by a couple, 2:45 and change-ish to go. Vandis to Jacobson underneath. Quick toss on the bounce pass to Craig. It's stolen, and the finish, slam number 3 for Jake Pargin in this one. And a timeout as we are tied. Waukee will burn their second. Third tie in this one, 27 apiece. And we'll take one with them. 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the first half. Tied at 27. We return to Waukee in a moment on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Coach Kevin Kanaski for the Warriors and Coach Clay Fielking with Urbandale chatting things over as we take a look at another Jake Pargin slam. He's had 4 attempts. He's finished 3 of them. Had a fadeaway 3 at the buzzer, too, as a shot clock was winding down. He's been electric tonight for the Jayhawks after a 30-point performance on Tuesday. Tied at 27. Waukee out of the timeout with the basketball. They have got Jay White at the top. Landon Hansen right wing. Bounce pass to Jacobson. Lobs it near side. White's got it underneath. He steps on the line. He's out of bounds. Or was there a foul too? I think he was just out of bounds. Urbandale will take it. In the tie ball game, 2:17 left in the half. Thanks so much for joining us for this one. College football not providing much tonight as Indiana is running away with it over Oregon 35-7 at the half. The Hoosiers are a football school. We all knew that. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Corner 3, no good. Offensive board for Urbandale. Underneath with Harderson, making it look easy. Urbandale's back on top, second lead change. Urbandale by 2, now defending. To the wing with Hansen. He's open for 3. Off the right of the rim. Harderson scored at one end, rebounds at the other. He wants a 3. And he's got it. Number 2 for him behind the arc tonight. Double figures for Davis Harderson. He's got 19 threes on the year, and Urbandale has extended the lead to 5. White finds Hansen in the left wing. To the corner. Pete Craig hit one earlier. He hits another.
Corner pocket.
Pete Craig's got 7. 8. I can't count. And a finish at the other end with a layup from Quentin Teeter. As he's now up to 9 points on the night. Urbandale's got a 34-30 lead in the final minute of the first half. Thanks so much for joining us for a couple good ones tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network from the Waukee Fieldhouse. Pete Craig in the corner. It's been hot behind the arc. He'll pass it off to Vandis. Now White's at the top, back near the logo. Underneath, wide open. Craig finishes. Oh, he's going to get an and one. Charlie Corrados was a step too late, trying to block it.
Foul is on number 11, Charlie Corrados.
And Craig's got 10. Could get to 11 here from the free throw line as Corrados fouls and will sub out. 30 seconds in the half. Shot clock will be off as Urbandale leads by 2. But Waukee's got a chance to get it down to 1 before the next possession as Shad Dway and Alvin Greer, a pair of seniors, sub in for the Warriors. Craig's free throw keeps Waukee's free throw streak alive. They've hit all 9. All 5 starters with free throws tonight, and they've made them all. A 1-point game. Urbandale has it in the front court. Davis Harderson just in front of the timeline, guarded by Greer. Greer trying to wreak havoc. Dances near the timeline. Clock is at 10. Now we've got a foul. Greer with tight defense. It was clean to start. A little too close at the end. And now Quentin Teeter. A couple fouls for him, so they've tried to preserve him and take away any opportunities at some cheap fouls for him. He'll sub back in. Harderson along the sideline. He'll inbound it to Pargin. Harderson with a foul away from the ball. And this will be Jay White picking up his first. Both teams in the bonus, so we've got free throws for Jake Pargin as they'll try to spread the lead here. 34-33. We'll try to get it to 3 before the half. But Waukee will have a chance. 5 and change on the clock. Pargin converts the free throw. He's got 13 tonight. Waukee 9 for 9. Urbandale 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. And Pargin keeps the streak going. 3-point game, 36-33. One chance to tie it going into halftime, but Jay White stepped in front of the 3-point line, stepped back. He wanted the tie instead of a 1-point game, and there was a travel. So Waukee gives it back to Urbandale for the final 1.4 seconds. Enough time to probably get it to Jake Pargin for a quick catch and shoot. He's hit a couple threes. He's knocked one down as a shot clock was down to 1. As he steps toward the logo, he's already looking his way. They've added a few tenths. 1.8 to finish off the first half. Urbandale's got a 3-point lead. Can they make it 5 or 6? They'll quickly catch it, toss it right back, and Harderson comes up empty at the buzzer. Through one half of play, Urbandale has spent most of their time out front. Waukee led for a little while, but Urbandale has a 36-33 advantage as we have made it to halftime on the Central Iowa Sports Network, live at the Waukee Fieldhouse. It's been a fun one. We have had 6 fun quarters of basketball tonight. Let's see if we can finish off with 7 and 8 when we return. You're listening and you're watching tonight on YouTube with the CISN.
It's the end-of-year sales event at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New 2025 Escape, Explorer, F-150, Super Duty, Mach-E, and Lightning. 0 down, 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus $1,000 mega cash. New F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive up to $15,000 off or 0% for 60 months. It's the end-of-year sales event going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Back in Waukee, at the Waukee High School Field House. It's good to be with you tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network for the CIML Boys Showdown, and we had ourselves a fun first half. Urbandale has a 3-point lead at the half, 36-33. They led by 4 at the end of the first quarter. They led wire to wire in the first quarter, scored on the opening possession. Waukee took their first and only lead midway through the second quarter as they went on about a 10-0 run for a while. And then Urbandale answered. And they're back on top right now after a couple lead changes. We've had 3 ties at 7, 22, and 27. As we take a look at our leading scorers as the crowd gets ready to chuck a duck. We'll see how many can be in the running for some moolah. Urbandale, as we take a look at their numbers here, they have shot lights out. They have knocked down 7 threes in the first half, and they hit all 4 of their free throws. Jake Pargin, he leads Urbandale with 14 points, and he's been electric. He's got 3 slams. He's got a buzzer beater for 3. Quentin Teeter had 9 in the first half. Davis Harderson finished in double figures with 10. Charlie Corrados off the bench, he's got 3 points. Caden Burns got the scoring started with the first 3 in the first minute. And those were his only points for the game so far. On the other side, for your number 6 ranked Waukee Warriors in 4A, double figures for Pete Craig, he's got 11. You've got 9 for Jay White. Max Roach has been quiet, just 2 for him from the free throw line. Evan Jacobson with 6 and 5 for Landon Hansen. The Warriors hit 4 threes in the first half, and they hit all 9 of their free throws. So we have made it to halftime, 13 made free throws, no misses. Somebody is bound to break the streak. So I'm throwing it out there now so I can't jinx him anymore later. It's been fun so far. It's been a fun night of basketball. My first foray into the Central Iowa Sports Network coverage down here in the Metro. It's been good, and I'm hoping our final 2 quarters can cap off the night strong. Thank you for watching online on our YouTube page. Central Iowa Sports Network coverage continues from Waukee next as the Urbandale Jayhawks have a 36-33 lead on the road at Waukee. We're back in a moment, live from the Waukee Fieldhouse.
It's our Red Tag event, now through the end of December at DeArmond Chevy GMC Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. New Chevy Silverado 1500. Receive up to $11,000 off. New 2026 Chevy Equinox or Trailblazers. Receive 0% financing. New Ram 1500s up to $14,500 off. Plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Grand Cherokees over $10,000 off. All at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Halftime is winding down here in Waukee. We come to you from the field house on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Urbandale 36, Waukee 33. I'm Nick Brinks as we bring you this coverage tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thanks to Rachel, Marion, and Kobe for running our video coverage this evening. And we have all been treated to some great basketball. Girls game went down to the wire. Waukee hung on for a 2-point win. A long winning streak for Waukee over Urbandale was on the brink. But the Warriors held on late. And on the other side, Waukee here in the boys game, they've got a lengthy winning streak over Urbandale as well. 11 straight. Last time Urbandale walked away victorious against Waukee was back in January of 2015, 11 years ago.
We've got 16 down,
16 minutes remaining as the public address announcer says. We're 16 down, 16 to go.
We're ready for the third quarter.
And the third quarter is about to begin on this Friday night, the 9th of January, and buckle up. Stay tuned. This one has been fun and will likely stay that way. Third quarter action on CISN about to commence. Some Friday night hoops in the CIML. Coach Thielking, Coach Kanaski, and their groups back on the floor, ready to go. See if anybody's adjusted Left wing three. He's done that a time or three tonight. Jake Pargin from the wing. Doubles the lead just like that for the Jayhawks. 39-33. Now Jay White to the corner. Hansen was open for a moment to the top. White, three on its way, and he rattles it home to answer. He's got a couple behind the arc, 12 now for Jay White, the leading scorer for the Warriors this evening, and we trade threes. Urbandale in those Navy uniforms, red numbers. They're in the right wing. Harderson drives. Gets hip checked by Jacobson. Third foul for Evan. And free throws. 43 seconds into the third quarter for Davis Harderson. He has yet to attempt a free throw tonight. He has shot 56% on the year from the line. And he knocks it through. He's got 11 points now for the Jayhawks. The lead is 4. One more coming. Right-handed shot on the way. 15 of 15 these two teams have combined from the free throw line, as Harderson makes both. Max Roach dribbles to the left. Deflected pass. It'll be intercepted by Caden Burns. Quick toss underneath to Harderson. Too strong, though. And Roach comes away with the rebound. Now it's Pete Craig at the free throw line to Jay White underneath Jacobson. Puts one up, baseline floater off the mark, no good. Rebound, they'll tussle, jump ball. It sticks with the offense. Waukee will keep it underneath their own basket. After the missed shot and the rebound, reset the shot clock. Roach to the baseline, he's been quiet. Just 2 points for him this evening. They go to Jacobson, and he runs into a wall named Caden Burns. But Burns fouls. That'll be his third. And Jacobson will go to the line for a couple. It was he was about to kind of catch and shoot. Never quite got possession, just kind of popped it into the air, but he was in the motion of shooting, so he gets to shoot. And he knocks down his third free throw of the night. And Jacobson will get one more. And everybody remains perfect. 17 of 17. 6.5 to go. Urbandale by 3 here in the third quarter. Contested three from Harderson. And he knocks down his third of the night. He and Pargin trading threes here in the third for Urbandale, each with 3. Back to a 6-point game. Corner three from Hansen. No, he'll dribble out of it. To Roach at the top. Around 2 defenders. And the miss. Rebound to Harderson. Harderson with 10 at the half, and he has come out on fire. Back-to-back threes for Harderson. Largest lead of the game for the Urbandale Jayhawks. It's at 9 right now. Max Roach tosses left side to White. Dribbles to the free throw line, loses the dribble for a moment, picks it back up and lays it in to match his jersey number for 2. White with a couple there. And Harderson trying to stay hot. He'll bank this short floater.
Off the glass, Harderson.
10 in the first half, and he's got 20 now. He's got 10 in the first 3.5 minutes since the halftime break. Jacobson got an offensive board after the White miss. Point blank shot, short, rebound out of bounds. Urbandale takes it. Points flurrying here in the first few minutes of quarter number 3. Urbandale's already put 13 on the board, 10 coming from Harderson. Waukee with 7. And the lead is at 9. Urbandale with a chance to stretch it to double figures for the first time tonight. Pargin looks left and finds Teeter. Dribbles toward the free throw line, working one-on-one with Craig. It's an 11-point lead as Teeter slips through the lane for 2. 51-40. Urbandale off to a good start here in the third. Offense playing well, defense creating possessions. A look to the top, Roach down in the corner. Hansen for 3, and he swishes it home. His second 3 of the night. 13 on the year. Harderson, his three is short. White's there for the rebound. And now White up the near sideline, left to right. Stops at the elbow. Bounce pass to Hansen. Won't get a chance to go back-to-back. Craig puts one up. Mid-range floater tipped back to Hansen. Waukee keeps it. Jacobson for three. And the putback from Hansen, the finger roll with contact and an and one. 6 points the lead right now, and a chance to get it to a handful.
Foul is on number 4, Davis.
Foul is on Davis Harderson. He's been the hot hand since the halftime break, as he has 10 points in 4 minutes. He'll take a seat for a moment as Caleb Price is in. Kane Vandus in for Waukee, and at the free throw line, it'll be Landon Hansen. He had 5 in the first half. He's at 10, now 11 for the game. 6 here in the quarter as Hansen completes the three-point play. 11 points the lead, down to 5. And a reach in from Roach as he gets a shoulder to the nose. Roach with 3 to match his jersey number. And Pargin will stand in front of his own bench to inbound for Urbandale. Standing near midcourt, it's inbounded to Jackson Sturdivant. Bounce pass right side to Teeter. Underneath, oh, they had Price open for the moment, but it's intercepted. The defender read it better. But we trade turnovers. Urbandale takes it right back. They finish with the slam. The alley-oop from Teeter to Pargin. They tried that earlier and were unsuccessful. Much better on their second attempt. And Teeter with the assist a moment ago, trying to get a steal. He'll foul as he reaches in. 53-46. Urbandale by 7 here midway through the third quarter, and Urbandale will bring Hudson Weber onto the floor and give Teeter a break as he just picked up his 3rd foul of the night. Teeter, their number 2 scorer this year. He and Pargin just 1 point separating the two. But Teeter, he's got 11 in this one. White to Hansen, thought about the corner 3, gets double teamed. To the left wing, White for 3, it's off the back of the rim. Rebound along the sideline, or the baseline to Weber. Now Sturdivant up the floor, traced by Hansen. At the top, Pargin directing traffic against Max Roach. 3 and change to go. Roach pops it free, steals it away. And he wants to finish 2. He won't get the layup to fall, but he'll get a chance at a couple free throws. This foul on Hudson Weber, a junior, for Urbandale. And Roach will head to the line. Both of his points in the first half came from the free throw. And it took until now for our first missed free throw of the game. I think we got to 19, somewhere in that ballpark, before a miss. Max Roach will try to start a new streak. And he knocks down the second, so he's got 3 points tonight, all from the line. Urbandale by 6. They led by 11 here in the quarter. Harderson, the left wing look, driving for a layup. Wave it off a foul before that. And this will go against the Waukee senior Hansen. He's got 1 tonight. And that's their 3rd. Inbound to Pargin in the corner. Catch and shoot. Number 4 tonight. Pargin hits another. 14 in the first half, and he's up to 22 now. 8 in the quarter for him. Harderson with 10 in the quarter. Almost all the Urbandale scoring since halftime from those two. Vandus to Roach at the top. Deflected ball. Vandus comes away with it. Another deflected pass. And reaching in Corrados. That'll be a foul, and Waukee will shoot free throws for the remaining 2 minutes and change here in the third. Corrados with his 2nd. Actually his 3rd. And we will see Kane Vandis at the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 this season. 3 for 3 this season. The senior off the bench pulls the Warriors back within 8. And he'll get one more, the 6'3" guard. Senior averaging 3 points a game. He knocks both down. 7-point advantage for Urbandale. 2:18 to go here in the third. Live at the Waukee Fieldhouse on the Central Iowa Sports Network, I'm Nick Brinks. Good to be with you tonight. Underneath, Urbandale takes it up strong. They don't finish with Harderson, but Corrados is there to play cleanup. 58-49. Jay White near the Waukee logo, almost throws it away. Roach hangs onto it. Now Roach down to the baseline. He flips it back to Vandis. Roach in the corner, working against a zone defense of Urbandale. Landon Hansen to Roach in the wing. 3 hits the rim a few times. Vandis there for the rebound. Flips it out to White. Deflected pass intended for Hansen. He comes away with it. They got a fresh shot clock and 1:27 to go in the third. Hansen, catch and shoot 3. Nope, he'll dribble it, and it'll be blocked away by Corrados. And back the other way, Corrados, he lays it in. Had a chance at an and one, but not enough contact to warrant the foul. Urbandale back up by 11, 60-49. About to begin the final minute of the third quarter. Hansen to Vandis at the top, Waukee basketball. Double teamed inside with Jay White. Triple teams, trying to get out of it, and he travels. It'll be a turnover, or was there a timeout, or was there a foul? I saw one official say turnover, and one will say foul. Foul will override. Corrados with his 4th foul tonight. 7 points for him off the bench, averaging just 1.5 points. And now we'll see Jay White to the free throw line. And he knocks it down. White with 3 free throws tonight. He's hit them all. 15 for the senior guard. Caden Burns subs back into the lineup. Corrados subs out with his 4 fouls. 10-point game. 9-point game. White hits both. It's been a free throw clinic tonight. Both teams excelling. Just 1 missed free throw all night. 20-plus attempts between the two teams. What a coach loves to see. 9-point deficit. Waukee creates a turnover, and Craig with the Euro step finishes. Jacobson. He finishes and pulls the Warriors back within 7. It's 60-53, final half minute. Harderson one-on-one with Hansen near half court on the logo, just to the far side. Down to 13 seconds. Harderson waiting for the signal to go, and it's go time. He takes off, gets it knocked away, comes back away with it. Hansen blocks the shot. It's tipped out of bounds, and Urbandale will have 2.3 seconds under their own basket. Leading by 7 for the moment. Will it be 7 going to the fourth quarter? Urbandale will get one more shot. Harderson along the baseline, inbounds it, but it's over the head of Karjan. Half-court shot the other way from Vandis will come up short. After 3, Urbandale's in control, 60-53. We go to the fourth quarter. It's a 7-point game. We're back in Waukee in a moment on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Urbandale by 7. We are about to commence the fourth quarter.
Quarter number 4.
It has been a thrilling night of basketball here in Waukee, and we'll see what our final act has in store for us. Urbandale with that 3-possession lead. They'll begin with possession. Jake Pargin's been a highlight reel tonight. He's in the right wing. Lobs it left to Harderson. He's been a hot hand behind the arc. Free throw jumper off the mark. And rebounded by Craig up the other way. Corner 3. Hansen in and out. Tipped up. Back to Pargin. And he rebounds it. Urbandale and Waukee go empty on their opening possessions. Urbandale's second crack at it. Here in the fourth quarter. Deflected, stolen by White. 1-on-2. And Waukee cashes in 2 easily. Jay White, his defender, just stopped, didn't want to pick up a cheap foul. Teeter with 3. 60-55. Waukee strikes first. Caden Burns throws it away, and it's Roach with the steal. Around Pargin, good defense, no foul. Tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Waukee basketball, but Pargin applied enough pressure to take away an easy layup at least, and he'll be happy about that, and Waukee will be happy that they at least keep possession. Roach underneath his basket. Looking for Hansen. Nope, finds Jacobson with a charge. Caden Burns hits the deck. Jacobson with his 4th foul.
Offensive foul is on Evan.
10 points for Evan Jacobson, and 1 foul remaining for him. He'll sub out here early in the fourth quarter. Kane Band is back in. The senior with a couple points off the bench. 60-55. 6:47 to go. Urbandale trying to snap an 11-year losing streak to the Waukee Warriors in boys basketball. Left wing for 3. Quentin Teeter hits the deck, hits the 3, and will have a chance to hit the free throw too. And that contact was decently after the ball. That defender was just way too late to get there. And he makes them pay with an and 1. Just 2 free throw attempts for Teeter tonight. He came in with 58 attempts. That was 4th most in 4A. Usually aggressive, but in some early foul trouble that took away some of his offensive aggression. No cheap charges you want to pick up in that situation. 6:15 to go. Hansen from the wing, and he's come up big a few times. 3rd 3 here in the second half. Hansen's in double figures. He's got 14. Urbandale almost throws it away, but Burns corrals it. Steps in, steps back, comes up short. They get the rebound. Underneath with Teeter, back to Pargin. Defended by White. Now Teeter at the top. 1-on-1 with Vandus, lost the ball, picked up by White. And then a collision between Vandus and Teeter. And I think Teeter will pick up foul number 4.
Urbandale foul is on number 1, Quentin Teeter. That is his 4th.
Urbandale. That'll put Teeter in big-time foul trouble. They also lost the possession as well, and with a 6-point lead, Urbandale will sub him out. And Hudson Weber comes back in with a timeout taken by Urbandale. They will use their second. Each team has 3 remaining. Urbandale 64, Waukee 58. One of 2 games tonight with the Central Iowa Sports Network, as we've also got the Dowling and Southeast Polk matchup covered on YouTube with CISN. Haven't seen how those are going, but I know we've had a fun night here in Waukee, and we'll see how the final 5 minutes and 43 seconds turn out. Urbandale hanging on to a 6-point lead. They'll be defending out of the timeout. As we take a look at Hansen's last three. Landon Hansen with a couple here in the second half, 3 on the night. We have seen a lot of threes. Waukee's made 7. Urbandale, they have made 12 threes tonight. 6-point game. 3's the difference right now. Waukee out of the timeout with the basketball. They work it underneath to Vandis. Kick out to the corner. 3 on its way. And Pete Craig splashes his third.
Pete Craig.
He had 5 threes coming into tonight on 18 attempts. He has added 3 more in 3 quarters and change. 3-point game. It's down to 1 possession. Big possession for Urbandale. Pargin to Harderson, left wing. Drives around Hansen, spins out of it, dumps it off, and Sturdivant too strong. Lays it off the window, Roach the rebound. Waukee, corner 3. White dribbles out of it instead. Fires it to the corner. Vandis to tie. Burns to rebound. And now Urbandale with possession back. Davis Harderson giving his offense a chance to catch their breath. Bringing it up the floor slowly, 4.5 to go. Jake Pargin dribbles behind the back, stops in the wing, left side Burns. Now Harderson's got it against White. Man-to-man defense, kick out to the wing, 3 on its way. Harderson splashes his 5th triple of the night. 23 points for Davis Harderson, the senior. And that'll double the Urbandale lead, 67-61. Waukee now. The kids love it. To the corner for White. That's off the rim. Offensive glass. Vandis lays it in. Earns a free throw, has a chance at a 3-point play. It is 67-63. Six, 7, 6-3 our score. 3:50 left. It'll be Vandis at the line as Teeter subs in.
Vandis on the line.
To shoot 1, he's 2 for 2 from the line here tonight. It's off the mark and a collision as one Warrior and one Jayhawk hit the deck. That could have been really bad as Craig. I think it was Craig and Burns end up on the floor, and they'll give Hansen the foul as they fought for that missed free throw rebound. A 2-possession game, 4 points the lead. Number 4, the ball carrier here. Harderson back to Burns, to the corner. Short 3, missed by Sturdivant, and deflected out of bounds by the Warriors. Urbandale will keep it with 3:32 to go. On top by 4. They've led by as many as 11. They have trailed by as many as 5. Urbandale has led most of the night as they inbound to Jake Pargin out in the left wing, guarded by White. Lost it, tipped into the backcourt, and it was not touched by Waukee, so that'll be a turnover. Lost it off the tip of his shoe. If his shoe size was about a half-inch smaller, I think he would have been okay. 3:22 left. Hansen out to Craig against this 2-3 zone. Now Roach finds White, finishes at the rack for 2.
Roach with the assist.
Jay White, great night for him. He's up to 20 points. And it's a 2-point game. Both games tonight coming down to final possessions, it looks like. Urbandale will drive with Teeter, and he lays it in from the right side. Back to a 4-point game. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Vandis underneath, lobs to Hansen. Corner 3, and he sends it home. Hansen's got 4. 4 threes tonight, and it's a 1-point game. Waukee right back in it. Teeter stripped away. Roach fouled. He and Harderson collide. And now Waukee will have a chance to tie it and take the lead from the free throw line that has been the money line tonight. Harderson's second foul. And Roach will shoot. He's 3 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Under 2.5 to go. Waukee to tie it at 69. And he does it. Last tie was at 27 in the second quarter. Urbandale stretched it to 11 here in the half. Waukee has tied it, and they get one more free throw after this timeout. You're watching high school basketball in the CIML live from Waukee, tied at 69.
3, 2, action! Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Tied late in the going here in Waukee. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Earlier tonight, it was a 49-47 win for Waukee. They were tied at 45 late in the going. Waukee was down 2 after that, hit a 3 to take a lead. Tacked on a free throw a little bit later, hung on to win by 2, and here we're tied. In the final 3 minutes, Max Roach to take the lead for Waukee, but he misses his second free throw of the night. And we are still knotted up. 69 apiece. Pargin drives baseline left side, blocked and fouled. And Pargin will get to shoot a couple, courtesy of Kane Vandis, the guilty party on the foul. Had 2 first-half lead changes. 4 ties tonight. And Urbandale misses their first free throw of the contest. Just their 8th attempt, though. Jake Pargin, 2 for 3. He's over 20 tonight. He's got 22. Now he's got 23 to break the tie and get to 71st. Waukee possession, Roach up the floor in those fluorescent yellow shoes, left to right. Looks for a screen, dumps it off to Hansen. He's been hot behind the arc tonight. He'll step up to the elbow, runs into a wall, to the corner. Vandis, 3. Huge bucket for Kane Vandis. 7 points for Vandis, all in the second half. None bigger than those 3 to give Waukee their first lead since the second quarter. Underneath, kick out to the corner. A 3 to answer. No, Waukee's there with the rebound. 72-70. Waukee with a chance to stretch it out now with Pete Craig, but he can't finish the layup. Good defense from Urbandale to finish. White pump fakes the 3, steps up one-on-one with Pargin. Good defense there, almost a block. White gets his own rebound, and his putback puts Waukee up 2 scores. Jay White with his 12th bucket inside the perimeter tonight. 22 overall for Jay White, and this place has erupted here in Waukee. 74-70. They are back on top for the first time in the second half. We'll take a break, back with our final couple minutes on CISN.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the fall mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Back in Waukee at the Fieldhouse. Waukee has taken a lead, and they have added to it here in the final few moments. 1:18 to go. We go back midway through the third quarter. Urbandale stretched it out. It was a 60-49 lead. Since then, Urbandale just 10 points. And Waukee's put up 25. It's a 25-10 run for the Waukee Warriors. Urbandale looking to get back on track here. Teeter, his three is rebounded by Harderson. And it's popped out. And that'll be the fifth foul on Waukee. With a minute and a second to go, Landon Hansen. Urbandale will get to shoot two. Davis Harderson, he's had a big night tonight. I've got him with 23 points, and he'll get 2 free throws. And he converts the first. One score game, 61 seconds left. Urbandale down by 3. They're down by 2. Harderson knocks them both down. All kinds of time. Waukee with 3 timeouts. Urbandale has 1. As Waukee gets it in front of the half-court stripe, Urbandale pounces for a moment, then they'll settle back into that zone. Roach at half-court to Hansen in the right wing. He's one-on-one with Teeter. Down to Craig. Shot clock down to 10. Roach in the left wing. Shot clock down to 5. He'll have to take off to the corner. Vandus hit a 3 a little bit ago. Won't get this one to go, but Waukee's going to fight for the rebound, and now Urbandale is forced to foul. Shot clock is off, and Urbandale uses their final foul to give. 4th team foul, Harderson's 3rd, and now Waukee will use one of their final 3 timeouts. 23 seconds to go, a 2-point lead for the Waukee Warriors, and they've got the basketball. They missed the 3 late in the shot clock, but they got the offensive rebound. A huge break for the Warriors. We'll be back with the final 23 seconds next on CISN.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding time. Action! Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
We'll see what coaches Thielking and Kanaski have cooked up in the timeout. Waukee with possession, 23 seconds left and a 2-point lead. Urbandale doesn't have to foul super quickly, but they will, and they will send Evan Jacobson to the free throw line. He's got 10 points tonight.
Foul is on number 23.
And he'll get 2 opportunities here now in the bonus. 74-72. If you're Urbandale, you've still got plenty of time. But if you're Urbandale, you're also hoping for at least 1 miss, and that is a big miss. Urbandale happy about that one. Jacobson short on the first attempt, but the second one for a 3-point cushion, that's still important. And he converts it. 75-72, look at this, both games coming down to the final possession. 15 seconds to go. Urbandale has led most of the night. Harderson for 3, and he got hit. No foul. They get the offensive rebound underneath with Caden Burns. And a quick timeout taken by Urbandale. Clean block, they'll say, from Waukee, and Urbandale is able to scoop up the loose ball and finish with Caden Burns. Those were a couple huge points for Burns. You've still got 7 and change to go, 7.6 seconds. As Urbandale has closed to within a couple. Pargin found Harderson open. Hansen blocked the shot. Burns treated it like a pass and finished. And now it'll be Urbandale defending the inbound pass. And they'll have a chance to steal it or foul quickly. Still plenty of time to get the ball back, down by 1, 2, or 3 points, depending on what Waukee can muster up here. 1 point game. Waukee on top with the basketball, and now Urbandale will try to pull all the tricks out of their bag to try to steal this one away, and Jacobson will go to the free throw line once again. He just went 1 for 2. He's 5 of 6 tonight. Harderson just picked up his 4th foul. So Jacobson will shoot with 11 points tonight. And there are 6 seconds and 3/10 left. Urbandale will know very quickly what they need, as Jacobson knocks the first of 2 down. Urbandale is out of timeout, so no matter what, they got to run with it. After Jacobson converts both, Waukee will burn a timeout. They do have 1 remaining should they need it. Urbandale knows what they need. They know what they've got. 6 seconds to work with, and they need 3. And the way things have gone tonight, you probably look for Davis Harderson or you look for Jake Parge, and those two have combined for 9 3-pointers. Quentin Teeter's not been bad, though. He's hit 3 himself. So I'm sure the Jayhawks are cooking up away while Coach Kanaski talks it over with his Warriors. Who they get it to, how they get it to him. We go back to the girls' game, and it was a very similar situation, right around 6 to 8 seconds left. It was a 2-point game. Urbandale had the inbound pass at their end of the floor, but they turned it over. Urbandale will have to drive the length of the floor, no timeouts, and they need a 3 to force overtime. And I think if you're Waukee, you probably look at intentionally fouling yourself to not give up the 3. There are always risks associated with that as well, but with 6 seconds left, I don't think you foul him immediately, but if you get down to 1 or 2 seconds, I think that foul comes into play very quickly. At half court, there it is. Harderson takes the foul, and Hansen picks up his 4th, and that'll stop the clock with just under 4 seconds to go. So depending on what happens here on this first free throw, that'll set up what they need. And he knocks it down. Harderson with his 5th free throw of the night. 3.8 seconds left. Do you go for the intentional miss already, or do you just play it out? Harderson will try to intentionally miss it, and Waukee will lose it out of bounds with 1.5 seconds to go. Pargin got his fingertips on it first, but then as the ball was trailing out of bounds, Waukee got some hands on it. Now the officials will talk it over. Down by 2. I believe they will have the basketball. And Urbandale, while the officials go to the scorer's table, I'm assuming they're going to add a couple 10ths of a second. They will, 1.7. They add just a couple ticks. And now Urbandale will break the huddle. And we'll see if they look for Pargin, Teeter, Harderson, or somebody else can step up. A chance to tie it, force overtime, or get their first win here in regulation since 2015 over Waukee. Urbandale down 2, final 2 seconds. At the buzzer, Burns, it might have been deflected, and Waukee hangs on. Waukee with the win at home tonight over Urbandale. 77-75. Waukee expected it to go to one of the hot hands. Waukee expected it. Urbandale had to find somebody else open. Burns took the 3, and It either came up short or might have been partially blocked by the Warriors to seal the victory.
On behalf of Waukee
Urbandale, that'll snap their 6-game winning streak. They're now 6-3. 5-3 in the conference. Waukee's number 6 ranking should stay intact. They move to 8-2. 6-2 in the conference. And the third lead change of the night proves to be the biggest one.
Good night.
They were tied at 69 late, and Waukee wins it by 2, 77-75. And it's a Waukee sweep. 2 thrillers. Girls game finished up 49-47, and on the boys' side, Waukee gets it done. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Let's see how things shook out here really quickly. Jake Pargin for Urbandale. He finishes with 23 points tonight. 30 on Tuesday, 23 for him tonight. Quentin Teeter, 17 for him. Davis Harderson, he finishes with a team-high 26. Charlie Corrado, 7. 5 for Caden Burns. Had a chance to be the hero at the end. It came up short. And for Waukee, they get double figures from most of their starters. Pete Craig finishes with 14. Jay White comes away with 22. Max Roach, 4. Evan Jacobson ends the night with 13. And Landon Hansen, 17 for him as the Warriors advance. Kane Vandis, can't forget about him. He had some big buckets in the second half. He finishes with 7 for the Waukee Warriors. That'll do it for our live coverage tonight from the Fieldhouse in Waukee. A fun night of basketball has come to an end. It's been a production of the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us. For Rachel, Marion, and Kobe, I am Nick Brink saying so long from Waukee. Thanks so much for watching, and good night as Waukee sweeps Urbandale at home 77-75 in the boys' game, 49-47 earlier in the girls' game.